Okay, we are live and well. Good evening, guys, and welcome to episode 26, session 26 of Adventures in Emathan. So we'll start off tonight with our what we've been doing for the last couple of sessions. We'll get everyone to introduce their characters, talk a little bit about them. So tonight we'll start off. Max, why don't you... Oh, actually, I don't think I was going to introduce everybody by name, but anyway,
It's okay.
Kogaan, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Max, and Kogaan is a gold Dragonborn Rune Knight fighter. And I took a feat at level 4 with Kogaan called Skill Expert, which allows me to raise any ability point by 1. So I chose Strength because Kogaan's a fighter. And then I get to choose Expertise in one of the skills. And so he's all about being an athletic phenomenon. So I chose Athletics as his expertise, which gives him double proficiency on skill checks with athletics.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait, sorry. And a quick shout out.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. Almost forgot again. So one of our viewers, one of the many, the thousands, is, I believe in chat, he goes by Here with Light, and he sent me this sweet. Let's see if I can get it in the camera. Oh, come on. It was working fine before. Yeah. Now it wants to be completely invisible. There it is. There it is. This sweet notebook with this dragon embossment on it. I'm going to use it to come up with many adventures. So thank you, Here with Light, for being such a loyal viewer.
Yes. Thank you, our audience member.
Excellent.
Sorry. Now I'm done.
All right. Next we'll go with let's see, we'll go with
Egan.
we'll go with Douglan and Lafferty.
Yes, my name is Egan, and I play 2 characters, the first of which is Douglan McKayne, homebrewed Oath of the Protector Paladin. I'll speak just to one of his channel divinities, custom, if you will. We pulled it from the Oath of the Crown. It is Inspiring Smite, which fits perfectly for Douglan wanting to make sure that all his friends stay alive. So when he hits with that, he can dole out some healing. Usually it's to himself lately, but hey, that's okay. He at least has it just in case. And then my other character is Lafferty Jones. He is an Artificer and a homebrewed Void Sorcerer multiclass. I'm actually going to harken back to his Artificer background, and with the help of Colin, we have created a portable lab, which basically is just a knob until it's not a knob. It becomes a small lab that he's able to basically pop into existence anywhere he is. And not only is it a lab, but it also allows him to reduce crafting time, and it has all his beakers and apparatus for him to create some fun things. So those are my guys.
Excellent. And last but not least tonight, we'll hear from Nightingale and Landis.
Hey, I'm Barry. I play Nightingale and Landis. Landis is a Order of the Scribes wizard, and one of the core features of the wizard is the arcane recovery. This allows a spellcaster, after that first battle has already happened in the game, to recoup a few spells without having to take a long rest. So once per day, he can recover spells after a short rest, and the spell slots will be the equivalent of your level, halved, rounded up. So as a level 5, 2.5 is the half, rounded up. I get 3 levels worth of spells. They can't be above 6th level, and you can mix and match. So I could take a 2nd level spell and a 1st level, or 3 1st level spell slots. It's a way to keep the wizard in the combat, because back in earlier versions of the game, once you had blown your spell slots, that was it for the day. You had no way to get spell slots, and you were back to swinging your your staff at people for probably a D4 damage, and the wizard was pretty crappy at that point. My second character, Nightingale, is a rogue penumbra bard dual class, and again, sticking with the core features of some of these classes, at second level, the rogue gets one of the most incredible abilities in the game, the cunning action. This allows me to use my bonus action to dash, disengage, or hide. And as a kind of a squishier character, the disengage ability is life-saving for the rogue. You move in, say 15 feet of your movement, you can do your one attack. If you don't happen to drop that guy, you can use your bonus action to disengage without them getting an attack of opportunity, and then move your 15 feet away behind someone big like Kogaan or Douglan. So yeah, that's my two characters.
Awesome. What I would like to start off with here tonight, just we had a pretty role play heavy session last session, and which was fantastic. I would like everyone to start tonight with 1 point of inspiration for all of your fantastic role playing from last session. So thank you very much for that. And we will jump in to our recap. Not that I am scrambling to get anything ready on my end now. We got this.
I mean, this is D&D to a T, guys. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think I am ready for the recap. Let's see if we've got some recap music, and then we know we're really rolling for tonight. There we go. Okay, so a recap of last session, session 25. So as the last session began, it was early evening on the 8th day of the first Trigon of Elok's influence. The party was seated around a large fireplace in Obadiah von Tenebrin's study at Windrest. Several unseen servants were completing the task of serving tea as Obadiah prepared to answer the party's questions about what he had shared with them. After many questions and a lengthy discussion, the party formulated a plan and a path forward. First, it was decided that they would keep the separation between Obadiah's true identity and that of his alias, Darvel Snowleaf, by having Darvel make an appearance at the Vanguard Keep in the city of Evendor, this Darvel being Nightingale in disguise. Second, they would have it announced throughout Windrest that Obadiah von Tenebrin had returned after helping the Dragonborn with a problem they wished to remain a secret. Kogan's presence at Windrest added significant credibility to this story. Irome Crestgazer, the School of Conjuration's headmaster and dear friend to Obadiah, agreed to spread the word and make the announcement at morning breakfast. The next morning, the party assembled in the School of Conjuration's dining hall. The announcement of Obadiah's return was made, and it appeared well received by both students and professors. With this part of the plan complete, the party boarded the Stargazer and departed Windrest for Tianchar Winery. Arriving at Tianchar late afternoon, the party enjoyed a fine supper and a catch-up with everyone. During the meal, the party learned that General Verimok was getting restless and wished to get to the Timeless Temple sooner than later. They also learned that the real King and Queen of Evendor had returned to power after imposters were discovered on the throne. The following day, the party headed for the city of Evendor along with Darvel Snowleaf. Upon arriving, the party headed to the Vanguard Keep to meet with Commander Rainier Alduin. The party explained what they had learned about the dooms from Obadiah, and what they were trying to do to protect him. The commander agreed to go along with the plan and spread the word about Darvel's arrival through his Doom agents. Nightingale changed out of his Darvel disguise, and the party departed, leaving Darvel with the Vanguard. With business complete at the Vanguard Keep, the party split into two groups. The first headed to the Watchtower Theater to meet with Starling and Wren so that the College of Penumbra could be updated. The second headed into the city to see if they could find a map of the area they believed the Timeless Temple would be located. Once their business was complete in the city of Evandor, the party returned to Tianchar Winery. Back at the winery, the party began to discuss with General Variamok about when he would depart for the Timeless Temple and how they would go about finding it. General Variamok felt that the Vanguard must have a way to find the temple, as they had met with him there several years ago. The party decided to return to the city to speak with Commander Rainier about this, hoping he could give them directions. Arriving in the city of Evandor, Douglan took the opportunity to try and speak with Lord Felmorn about the King and Queen, while the rest of the party met with the Vanguard commander. Douglan was able to meet with Lord Felmorn, who told him that two doppelgangers employed by King Wilhorn had been impersonating the King and Queen. Once captured, they revealed all that they knew in order to try and save their lives. Lord Felmorn said that King and Queen Evandor were considering their options for retaliation against the Kingdom of Wilhorn, which could include war against the kingdom. Their announcements to the people of Evandor was coming within a few days. As planned, the rest of the party met with Commander Rainier, who told them that Commanders Galen and Odessa Atwater from Whalespell had arranged the meeting between the Vanguard and the Githenthor at the Timeless Temple. He felt that they were the party's best chance to find the temple. With business complete in the city, the party rejoined and headed back to Tianchar Winery. The decision was made along the way to head straight to Whalespell. Upon arriving back at the winery, the party loaded the elm wine onto the Stargazer, and along with Maggie and the Githenthor, departed for Whalespell. The Stargazer arrived in Whalespell early in the morning. The party headed straight to Windkept Citadel to try and meet with the Vanguard commanders. Galen and Odessa Atwater agreed to meet with the party, having remembered Douglan and Nightingale's names from their previous visit. They suggested that they discuss the Timeless Temple with Seer Yenel. Hearing the party's story, Seer Yenel agreed to help. She told him that she had a sister of vision in Windermere named Seer Ezra Wickermoon. Seer Ezra was blind but could see energy auras like the one given off by the Timeless Temple. This was how they had found the temple the first time. Seer Yenel agreed to accompany the party to find Seer Ezra. She told him that she would be ready to depart in the early afternoon. As today's session begins, it is mid-morning on the 11th day of the first Trigon of Elok's influence. The party has just departed from Windkept Citadel and stands looking out across the docks. The city of Whalespell is coming alive with activity as the morning sun climbs higher into the sky. A cooler than usual breeze blows in from the north, a reminder that winter is not so far away.
Is Seer Yanal on the dock with us?
No, she is inside the Citadel and plans to meet up with you early afternoon to depart for Windermere.
Roger that.
10-4, rubber duck.
So we basically got 5 hours or so.
Yeah,
Couple hours anyway.
Yeah, it's mid-morning. She's going to meet early afternoon. You've got 4, 5, maybe 6 hours.
Okay.
The woman needs time to primp and preen and, be ready for the public.
Douglan, perhaps while we're here, we could check on Dawn and Ferric, the Mistwalkers. Remember how I mentioned before that they had gone missing?
I believe I remember them. It's been a while.
It has. But my thinking was we could check their house. Last time I was here, I spoke with Axton Embershadow, the head of the Wanderers Guild here, and he hadn't seen them for some time. It won't take long. I don't believe it's far from here.
Oh, we'll definitely want to bring Lafferty along. He has a nose for detail, huh?
I was hoping everyone would come. His disappearance is a little odd. I could use a bit of muscle.
All right.
Douglan and I have very many muscles. We will help.
Perfect.
We should basically remember where their house was. We stayed there for a couple days.
Absolutely. Whalespell probably has, 10, 15,000 regular inhabitants. It's not a huge place. Certainly, you could find your way back.
Then Nightingale shall lead the group to the Mistwalker's house.
I'm just curious, as we pass through here, it's Kogan's first time, I would think.
In
spending it in real
Whalespell?
time.
Yep.
Yeah. What's it like as far as, like, I don't know, socioeconomic sort of status? Like, are people here generally pretty affluent, or is there a large, like, street rat sort of population kind of idea? Like, what's it like? What's the vibe?
So it is yes and yes. So
Okay.
Whalespell is one of the free cities in the protected land. So Whalespell does not fall under the jurisdiction of any kingdom. It sits generally between the kingdom of Allegon and the kingdom of Evandor. It is a port city that brings a lot of material in and out of this part of the protected lands because the levies are much cheaper. And a lot of materials come here and go to other boats that move around. It's much cheaper for merchants to operate out of Whalespell when they're moving materials up and down the coast.
Roger.
Its population is everything from very wealthy, connected merchants who consider Whalespell sort of a second home to their actual homes throughout the protected lands, all the ways down to the absolute street urchins that you would expect in a town that is. It's a very rough and tumble town.
Okay.
Yes.
As you see, Kogan, it's the reason I brought you along.
Yes, it is a sad thing to see such people down in the dumps, as they say.
You make your way to Ferric and Dawn Mistwalker's town home. If you remember, they had an apartment on the upper floor of a multiplex building. Your typical row houses that wander through the streets. You make your way up the stairs. As you approach the doorway, you are able to immediately see that it is broken open. So it's mostly closed, but shows the signs of basically having been kicked in at some point.
Nightingale will kind of elbow the big guys and point to the door, and he'll pull his whip out slowly.
Yeah, ready. Kogan readies his weapons.
I will stealth up to the door, Colin, and have a peek in if I can.
All right, give us a stealth check, please. And remember, we're going to do those in the tower from now on.
Oh, I'll re-roll.
No, well... oh, I'll re-roll.
The coin.
You approach the door and listen inside. Give me a perception check, please. All right. It... yes?
Sorry, I was just going to say in the meantime, Lafferty has a pipe and a funny hat and a magnifying glass, and he's inspecting everything.
Okay.
Well, as soon as he's allowed to go in.
It sounds... You hear nothing coming from inside. There, you know, the thing you do perceive is the street noise is quite loud, giving you the impression that there's probably doors or windows open inside as well. If you remember, they had a big set of double doors that opened up onto this big deck that overlooked Whalespell.
Okay. Nightingale will kind of wave the others up, and he'll push the door open slowly, and then quickly do a diving roll in and get ready.
Okay. Nightingale, the apartment looks very much ransacked. You know, furniture is broken, books and baubles are thrown all over the place. Something happened in here, and this place has just been trashed.
Is there signs of like blood spattered anywhere or anything like that, like injury or harm to people?
Give us an investigation check there, Kogaan.
Sure.
Landis will help you if you'd like for advantage.
Can maybe Lafferty?
Yeah,
He's got a pretty...
Or make your own rolls is probably better in this case. Investigation.
Yeah.
We'll all investigate.
Anybody
Yes.
wants to investigate? Go ahead.
Is it a tower roll or a straight out roll?
We can just do a straight up roll for this.
I did the tower. See,
That's
we're
okay.
completely...
It's all good.
Yeah. And if there's anything involving glass or liquid, I have advantage.
What do we
What
got
can I
here?
tell you? He's an alchemist.
So, generally, you know, as the group pokes around the place, you get the vibe that there was a fight in here at some point. There is signs of blood. You know, there are things. Some of the things are strewn in such a way, you know, you get the feeling that they were broken during a fight, where other things in the place have the appearance like somebody went through it after the fight.
Can we tell how long?
Both have likely happened some time ago, both the fight and the ransacking. Although, you know, there's a few things, you get the vibe like the main ransacking happened a while ago, but people have poked around in here a few times since, seeing if there was anything left around. Landis, while you are over towards the big fireplace that was sort of central to the apartment, something catches your eye in the fireplace, and upon closer inspection, you find the mostly burned up mask. This mask looks really similar to the one that the Mistwalkers took from the Temple of the Nightbringers. It's about 2/3 burned up. But there's enough there that you can recognize it.
Landis and Lafferty, I've never met these people, right? This is just a Douglan and Nightingale.
Just a Douglan and Nightingale and Corvus.
Yeah, so Landis wouldn't actually... Landis, you find a mask, you have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll point it out to everybody.
Yeah.
There seems to be a mask in the fireplace.
Douglan and Nightingale, you recognize that it looks very similar to the mask that you remember seeing Ferric throw into the fire at the Traveler's Arms that night that you were celebrating their acceptance into the Wanderers Guild.
Why was
Douglan,
he
what
throwing
do
it?
you make of this?
I'm about to ask the DM.
Yeah.
Why was he? I don't remember why he threw it into the fire at the.
They destroy them after they get them.
Well,
Just because.
they knew what this particular item was all about. Collecting it was sort of the quest that they had gone on to gain entrance into the Wanderers Guild, but they knew they needed to destroy it after they basically used it as their token proof that they had succeeded in that quest.
And now there's another one, 3/4 burned.
There would appear to be, yes.
Do these friends of yours, do they make enemies often?
I think they may have made an enemy that they didn't want to make. When we first met them, Kogaan, the Mistwalkers were in search of a mask, similar to the one in the fireplace. And it belongs to a cult, which, Colin, you said again?
The Nightbringers.
The Nightbringer cult. They probably aren't the best people in the world. And I think that Mistwalkers may have gone after a second mask and perhaps drawn a bit attention to themselves.
Are these Nightbringers, are they in league with the Dooms?
I honestly don't know much about them.
We didn't know much about the Dooms at the time.
Can Landis do a religion check? Would he know about that cult?
Sure, give us a religion check. Give us a history check, whatever it's.
History, religion.
I'm proficient if you'd like help.
Yeah, I'll take advantage.
Boom.
Is that in?
Advantage.
Do you want that in the tower, Colin?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
13.
Woo.
Landis, you think you might have heard the name Nightbringers at some point in your studies at Windrest. You really can't remember much about it. It was a religious cult, but yeah, you don't really can't really remember much about them.
I apologize, friends. I'm not drawing much information on these.
Douglan, did you help them with getting one of these masks in the past? Do you know where these Nightbringers might be?
Maybe.
Yeah, we've been to the temple before, Douglan.
Of course.
Are they
Yes.
here in Whalespell?
Actually, just outside of Whalespell. Maybe a day's journey.
Didn't we? Could have sworn we cleaned it out, though. Am I wrong?
Well, we did, but who knows who took up residence there again. It's a long shot, that's for sure.
Perhaps they came back looking for a little bit of a revenge and have set shop up again.
Maybe
Worth a
there
look.
is members who were remaining hidden within the city.
Well, maybe if we ask Axton Embershadow, he's in charge of the Adventurers Guild. Or the Wanderers, I should say. Maybe he knew what they were after. Though I asked him last time and he didn't seem to know where they were, but maybe this will jog his memory.
maybe your friends are okay and they are actually in hiding. Maybe they won this confrontation.
Perhaps, but by all accounts, Landis says there was a scuffle here. That doesn't lead me to believe that they left of their own volition.
Landis, with your way with liquids, is there a way that you could take this blood and determine if it is Elven?
Oh, absolutely, yes, of course. He's like,
Ew.
Sure, give us an investigation check.
since it's liquid, I get advantage.
Nice.
In the thing?
Nope, we can see that one.
Where are you?
Nice.
Nicely done.
I can tell if it's pregnant. I can tell how old it is.
How old it is?
Yeah.
Definitely elven blood.
This is definitely their blood, Kogaan. So they might have been victorious, but they paid a little bit of a price here.
It's not look good.
Yeah, and I mean, look around. There's some of their stuff was still here. Why would they leave everything and open? Seems odd.
Well, out of character for a second. What's the importance of finding them? What are we hoping to accomplish?
They were just friends that went missing.
Adventure.
Your friends, are they very dear to you?
We're Kogaan. We're like this, but we're over here.
Oh, I don't understand. But
Well, if we have the time, let's stop by Ember Shadow and just give them this update of what information we got. I'm sure the Wanderers have their own network of people that might be able to look for them. I just can't do nothing.
Colin, how far out of town was the cult?
The
hangout?
temple, a couple of days travel. Road
okay.
travel. A couple of days road travel.
that's
And
tough.
then by
Airship?
Probably wouldn't take much more than an hour.
Oh yeah, we have the airship.
Do we want to stop by on our way to
Swoop in for a rescue mission.
Windermere?
well, Nightingale, I think you have the right of it. Let's go talk to Axton first. Update him, and maybe we hit it on the way out, or we hit it and come on back. We still have what 6-7 hours before the seer's ready.
Well,
What
let's
say you?
head over
Kogaan?
to the Wanderers.
You're up for a little tussle?
I like to.
Let's do it.
Well, we will head out, Colin. I'll close the door as best I can and shut the place up.
Okay. Yeah, someone definitely booted this door open from the outside. And there's really you can close it. There is no way to lock it anymore.
It's probably been picked through. In the last few days.
Hence the ransacking of the place post.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I'm only keeping the honest thieves out.
Yes. Oh, closed door. I can't go in there.
Oh yeah, no.
And we will head to that great big building that's like a whole bunch of buildings.
Yep, the Traveler's Arms.
Yes, that's what it's called.
All right.
Buildings.
Yeah, I got the wiki open to Whalespell right now. Trying to remember all this stuff.
You make your way
yes.
to the Traveler's Arms, which is, maybe 10 minutes away from the Mistwalker's home. And you find your way to the front entrance. And there is a gentleman who's sitting on the steps as you approach.
Nightingale will walk up to him.
My good man, what's the chances we could speak with Axton Embershadow?
What's your business with Axton?
We have a mutual friend, the Mistwalkers. We have a bit of information we'd like to share about them.
He gets up, goes over, opens the doors, which lead into the central courtyard of this complex. He points to Axton, who appears to be painting a picture.
We will head over to him.
All right, there are lots of people milling about the inside of the complex here, and yeah, Axton appears to be painting a picture of a flower.
Nightingale will kind of clear his throat behind Axton to get his attention.
Axton turns around and seeing Nightingale, who is pretty easy to remember due to his garb. Nightingale, I believe it was.
That is correct, Mr. Embershadow. How are you doing?
Quite well, thank you. What might I do for you on this day?
If you don't recall, I had come earlier asking information about the Mistwalkers.
Yes, indeed. Still haven't seen them. It's not particularly troublesome for us. We are an adventuring lot, and I've just sort of assumed they've headed off on another adventure. You have some concern about this, then?
I do indeed. We went to their residence, and it would seem there was a bit of a scuffle. Their front door was kicked in, and their house was ransacked, and my friend Landis here happened to spy in the fireplace another one of those masks that the Mistwalkers had collected.
Well, that is strange indeed now. So, you're concerned for them, then?
Well, we did find blood in the place, and it just so happens that it's Elven blood.
Kogaan is trying to get a read on this guy to see if he's like holding back something. It just seems like if he's the head of this adventuring guild and he doesn't know like exactly what's going down, it's kind of suspicious to him.
All right, you want to do an insight check on him?
Sure.
Do it. Yeah. Insight this guy.
Oh,
One of my runes gives me advantage on insight check.
That is very insightful. Kogaan, your feeling is that Axton is being quite forthright.
Okay.
He's not.
You're not a very tight-knit group, then. More of a check-in, get a job, go.
It is. This is a place that any members of the Wanderers Guild can come and go at their leisure. It's, quite frankly, my friend, it's a place where they come to drink beers and tell wild stories.
Understood.
Mr. Embershadow, you haven't heard of a resurgence of the Nightbringers around? They do seem to be on your guys' radar quite often.
I have not, and really, the Nightbringers, they were more of a legend than a concern. When the Mistwalkers first came to me about potentially finding this mask at the old Nightbringer temple, I said it would certainly be worth admission to the guild if they were to find it, but to be honest, I never gave it much more of a thought.
Has there been any, issues with the other members? Any hard feelings that they were allowed in?
No, none.
Well,
then,
I think we should have a look at that temple again to see if they've taken up residence.
We won't take up any more of your time, Axton. It seems you've got your hands full with posies, is it?
No, but I'm working on it.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, asking any of your members, keep an eye out for the Mistwalkers. They are a good lot of people, and we will continue on our way.
They are indeed. I will pass the word along and see if anyone should have seen them or heard tell of them anywhere in the region, and if we do hear something, we will follow up on it. They are good folk indeed.
And on a side note, if we ever get the chance to come back here again, have I got a tale for you? We've been inside dwarven strongholds, secret druid temples. Oh, it will charm the pants off you.
I would very much look forward to those stories, good sir.
Well, you have yourself a good day, and me and my friends will see ourselves out.
Excellent. And Axton turns back and, he's kind of got the... maybe it will be posies. And he starts changing the painting.
We will head out, and Nightingale will kind of stop at the, just off the entrance and be like,
Well, gentlemen, do we have time for a quick stop? One more when we're in the city? I wouldn't mind stopping at the Yawning Dog and just checking on Ren.
Whatever
Ren.
you wish.
Kogaan, just so you know, Ren is another Penumbra bard. She worked in the city here, and when Douglan and I and Corvus first came here, we had a really odd encounter with a wizard and these sunstones that were embedded in these young ladies' chests, and they lost all control of themselves.
Very peculiar.
Yes, after we had rescued these madams, Ren took them home, and she has not returned yet, though she was due. And I just want to do a quick check-in to see if they've had any word on her.
Well,
Shouldn't take long.
Perhaps while you're doing that, I can take friend Lafferty to see. You remember that tinker shop that got that collar off that big fella that used to travel with us?
Oh, yeah, the gnome that killed Corvus to get the collar off. Yeah, I do remember. It was kind of sketchy, but it worked.
Maybe you can find something of use. You want to go see a tinker there, or Lafferty? Sure. Yes, of course.
Landis will go with Lafferty and Douglan and
Kogaan, if you want to come with me.
Very much. I am very curious about your bard people.
Well, as we stroll, ask away. I do like hearing my own voice.
One thing, just a point here, because I realized as I was looking over the wiki, I don't think at any point you guys had captured Whalespell Wren's alias.
No.
Yeah.
I know she worked for the Wind Willows, or the Willow Winds, but
Yeah.
I didn't get her
So
alias.
in Whalespell, she's known as Alanis Moonwatcher.
Thank you.
If you go around asking for Ren, no one will know who that is.
Yes, that's true. I will change that in the wiki to Alanis Moonwalker, a.k.a. she's the Wren.
Yes, she is a Ren.
Alanis Morissette.
So, if I understand
You wanna know.
correctly, Nightingale,
Yes?
when we meet your Penumbra friend, as she will be Alanis, but it will not be her real face?
Well, yeah, she'll be in disguise. No Penumbra bard shows their true face to anyone.
Very interesting. And is her mask, when she has a mask, is it different than yours?
Not all bards wear masks. Some of
Oh.
them just use fake noses, similar to when I disguise as Corey Fairbanks. I change my physical appearance, but for me, Nightingale, it's just damn easier to have a mask on.
Okay,
This is the way.
I'm starting to understand.
This is the way.
Too many TMs, guys.
All right, so we have Nightingale and Kogaan are going to the Yawning Dog.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to get him in a bar fight.
And everyone else is headed to the Tinkerer's shop.
That is correct.
Alrighty.
Split the party.
Yeah, it's just a quick, see what you got. It's supposedly a crazy little tinker shop, but yes.
The muckabout. Okay, Kogaan and Nightingale, you make your way down to the docks, to the Yawning Dog. The Yawning Dog is the place to be in Whalespell on any day of the week. It is a large drinking and dance hall, has a live band every night, of which Alanis used to be a part of. And you arrive, it's still early in the morning. There's only maybe a half dozen people sitting around inside having a hair of the dog. There's a single bartender and a single barmaid, milling about the place, cleaning and serving the few highly hungover customers.
Nightingale will kind of lead himself and Kogaan up to the bar, sit down.
The bartender makes his way over. Well, what can I get you?
Are we getting beverages here, Nightingale, or what are we?
That's a wonderful suggestion. Yes, I will have a glass of the house wine, and my friend will have...
I will have the house grape juice.
Sure. He goes over to the bar, pours up a couple of drinks, brings them back and lays them down, and I don't have grape juice. Would apple juice work?
Apple juice is fine.
Ooh, a nice cider. I didn't catch your name, Barkeep.
It's Lemon.
Lemon?
Lemon.
And your wife's name?
Orange.
Children?
Lime.
Lemon?
Lyman.
Last time I was in this fine establishment, there was a band playing, and there was a lead singer. I believe her name was Alanis. You haven't seen her around lately, have you?
I haven't. Alanis left with some tiefling sisters, and she's never returned. We just sort of figured that she doesn't intend to, really.
A world tour. Interesting. Did she have any close friends here that I might be able to inquire her whereabouts?
What's your business with Alanis?
It's my business with her. It's my business with her. I'm no ill intent, sir. Merely reconnecting with a interest, you might say. I will, Colin, I'm going to try to slide a silver piece over to him. Information like that couldn't be harmful. Just wanted to speak with a friend.
He slides his hand over the silver coin and brings it back and says, of course. Alanis had a friend. Her name is Lesrin. I do believe she's staying at Alanis's place while she's away.
Nightingale knows where that is, correct?
Yeah, you guys, that's where you took the tiefling sisters. When you decided to smash the gem and hopefully save them.
Brilliant. I will... Yeah, okay.
Lesserin, well, thank you, sir.
I will shoot back my wine.
Refreshing. Helps take the edge off, Kogaan.
Yes, you have very many edges to remove, I noticed.
I'm a prickly fellow.
So
Alright,
it is 2 silver for your wine and
Allow
apple
me.
juice.
Nightingale.
Well, I won't interrupt a man wishing to throw his money around. Is this bartender like quite amazed at my dragon friend?
No. Whalespell, they see all kinds. Like, he's seen Dragonborn here before. I mean, they're not regulars,
Yeah.
but I mean, you see orcs here. You see, everybody's
see it all.
Everybody's sort of just accepted in Whalespell.
That's nice.
That's really nice.
They're very accepting.
I like that.
Okay, as soon as we're paid up, we'll head to Alanis's abode.
All right.
Cutscene.
Yes.
Over at the Tinker Shop.
Over at the Tinker Shop. So you make your way through town, finding the Tinker Shop where Corvus had his collar removed. The Tinker Shop is called the Muckabout.
Lafferty, I think this chap's name is Teamzart or something.
Temzart Roywinkle.
Is there a bell that we can ring? Ding, 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 ding.
Nope. So above the Muckabout is a tailor shop. You go downstairs underneath the tailor shop to get into the Muckabout. The door is open, and you can hear someone whistling a tune very poorly.
So Lafferty goes down and looks around and sees. This is just, he whispers to Douglan. This is obviously not a very high level person here. He is not very serious. Why did you bring me here? Sorry about that. I thought you wanted to see places that, you're always collecting things. Well, I'll ask him a simple question and I'll be on my way. This is too hard to look at. The things are all wrong. They're just not right. All right, sorry.
Temzart makes his way over and, well, good morning, everyone, and what can I do for you?
Lafferty, kind of raises his nose. I will be brief, sir. Do you happen to have any phase spider venom?
I do not. A strange request. I'm sorry. I don't even know where I could suggest you find some.
I figured as much. Thank you.
Is there anything else of interest in here? Parts, pieces?
I can't see how there would be.
Landis will kind of have a look around, whisper in Douglan's ear, I didn't know artificers were so snooty to each other.
Lafferty. Temzart is clearly an artificer who begins a project and then gets squirreled into a next one.
Yes. That's why Lafferty is looking
his shop
at this.
is literally just filled with, half-finished projects on the shelves everywhere. Parts and pieces collected for this in a box and, so on.
Yes.
Landis will walk up to Temzart. If I might ask a question, do you have a device that I could attach to my staff and attach it to me so that if I would drop my staff, I could retrieve it?
You're wasting your time. Lafferty mumbles to himself.
He goes off to one of the shelves towards the back of the shop, and he comes back with this little strip. He goes, it's kind of a very strange material. I haven't really got my head wrapped around it completely, but it's really stretchy, and it returns back to its shape, and you could probably tie onto your staff and onto your hand, and it's kind of springy to be like a bit of a lanyard.
How much is this material?
Oh, a couple coppers. I don't even know really what it is.
Landis, please. I can infuse your staff to return to you. Don't waste your time.
Landis will give the guy a silver piece. I appreciate.
Of course, come back anytime.
He looks. Walks.
Okay. We'll head out then.
Landis, don't you understand? He doesn't
Understand what?
complete anything. It's just half used. You have to have the courage to complete things and fail. It's okay. You try again. You rework it until the thing functions how you want, and then you expand on that. He doesn't even complete it. Oh,
Landis will
abomination.
lean in and whispers in Lafferty's ear. I bought something because Douglan brought us here. Show the man a bit of courtesy. He thought you would be interested.
Douglan doesn't know better.
Exactly.
Wow.
Thank you,
Lafferty's
Douglan.
being an
This
asshole.
will be most
Yeah,
interesting.
Lafferty's knickers are just in a knot today.
Speaking of knickers, did you guys see the sign above the store? Fanny's Fabric? Butt clothes? Shall we
Yes.
join the others, Douglan?
That's a great idea.
Perhaps a drink would take the edge off of our Artificer. Ha ha ha.
You make your way down to the Yawning Dog, where Douglan and Kogaan are waiting for your arrival.
Nightingale.
Oh,
Nightingale?
sorry. Yes, Nightingale and Kogaan.
What should I put in my inventory?
You can just say it's a
Bungee
staff
cord?
lanyard.
It's the, what do you call it? Elastic seam of a cutout pair of underwear.
Hey, rubber is
As we're walking along down there, Landis strap it off Lafferty's butt.
Stop!
Ka-chow.
Stop it! Stop it!
All right. You are there.
What is the... Where are we going from here, gentlemen?
Well, I vote that we go check out that temple. We can take the airship. Be there back in no time.
Yes, if your friends are in danger, we should go to their aid.
If anything, we can let the Wanderers Guild know that these guys are back in business. If they truly are.
Didn't we basically just do that?
Well, we don't know if the temple is back.
Oh, I see. So at the very least, you'd find out if there's like activity
Yeah.
there. Then
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got
let's
time to chill.
get a move on. Unless
yeah.
there's any. Well, all of our supplies will be taken care of with the crew. I'm sure they're stockpiling anything they're low on. Let's go. We've got the time.
Yep.
We will head back to the docks where we have our airship in the water. It's to not draw attention.
Indeed you do. You make your way back down to the docks. While walking to the docks, it occurs to Douglan and Nightingale, you haven't the foggiest where that temple is.
Your friends are doomed.
Ah. Well,
Basically, Dawn and Ferric led you there and out again, and it was not on the beaten path.
that is true. That is true.
I say we just wander. Okay.
Well, since we aren't going, do you mind if I check another residence, gentlemen? I was following up on another lead.
How about it?
We will head to Alanis's place.
Okay.
This should only take me a few moments. You guys mingle in the street so that, I don't look so threatening walking in.
You don't want to bring Lafferty along to taste blood if there is any.
Hopefully there won't be. But thank you, Douglan.
Of course.
We'll head to Alanis's, and Nightingale will go up and knock on the door while they hang out at the street level. Keep a low profile.
As he looks at Kogaan. No problem.
The door opens. There is a half-elven lady standing at the door. She looks at Nightingale and says, "Can I help you?"
Lesserin, I presume?
I am, and you are?
The name is Nightingale. I'm an old friend of Alanis's, and I was just seeing if you knew where she was.
You are indeed a friend of Alanis's. Please, come in.
I will enter.
You walk into the main room, and Lesserin says, What might I do for you?"
Last I was here in Whalespell, Landis was headed off, but she said she'd be returning within a few weeks, and I hear she hasn't returned. I'm just curious if you've had word from her.
Lesserin walks over to a small writing desk. She picks up an envelope, comes back and hands it to you. "I received this letter from Alanis several weeks ago.
I will.
The letter says, Lesserin, I'm going to be staying longer than I had expected. There is something going on here, and I need to understand it better before returning. Enjoy the place while I am gone, but behave yourself. You know what I mean. Alanis."
I will. Could I investigate this paper? I happen to be quite astute at forgeries and things like that. Would I be able to tell where this particular type of paper maybe came from to get an idea of where she is? Different regions would have different types of paper using different reeds and things like that. So,
Sure. We'll say that's an investigation check. I'm going to give you a DC 15 on that.
In the tower or...
Nope, you can roll it.
Lafferty's pretty good at investigation. Just saying.
Nice.
Woo!
Right to the wire, just nose over the line. This is a type of paper, an ink that you don't often see in these parts. You are fairly certain it is from the Sea of Sand region.
Okay.
This paper was likely made from palm trees. The ink likely came from the ocean, from squid or octopus or something like that.
Nightingale will fold the letter back up and put it back down and be like, "Well, Lesserin, that puts my mind at ease. And you received this letter how long ago? Sorry?"
Just a little less than 10 days.
Excellent. Well, I can see she's left things in good hands.
I haven't burned the place down yet.
I don't think Landis was worried about you burning the place down.
No, that's probably not what she's worried about. I'm behaving.
I'm no judge. I would appreciate it, Lesserin, that if you got word from her again and had any way of communicating with her, you would let her know Nightingale seeks an audience.
I will indeed. She has mentioned you before, and I'll certainly pass the word along that you've been here inquiring about her.
Nightingale will, using his sleight of hand, make a gold coin appear from nowhere. Oof. And put it on the desk by the letter and be like, just in case things get a little boring, I appreciate you helping me out here.
Lestern picks the coin up, and with a little sleight of hand of her own, it disappears.
Yes, it would be a mess of fingers with us, wouldn't it?
Nightingale will turn and leave, head back out to the group.
Gentlemen, I've got what information I need. What are we up to now? Will we head back to the Yawning Dog and have a few more glasses, or we got anything more pressing?
Nope.
No? Douglan?
Listen, if you want to get shit-faced before noon, I'm all for it. Let's do it.
Great.
I never said shit-faced, but hey.
It's 8 o'clock, Nightingale.
I know. We've wasted so much time already.
Perhaps we could ask around. I mean, I don't remember how to get to the temple. I don't know if we could ask around, if maybe one of the Adventurers Guild, or if we just want to forget about it and just kill time until we head out.
Are there neighbors to your friends here? Maybe we could ask them if they heard anything, or if there was any witnesses in the area. Anything.
We could. This is Whalespell. I think whatever information we get will come at a cost.
Sure.
I think maybe perhaps getting Landis and Lafferty, when they have the opportunity to do a bit of research about these Nightbringers, might shed a little light. They seem to be caught up in this one way or another.
Can I use one of our in-game timeouts?
You can.
Yeah, of course.
No, because I think we're doing it again. We're kind of flailing. I'm getting that, and if it's just me, I'll shut up. But what do we want to do?
They're your friends.
Dude, I am
Kogan's on
unearthing a massive conspiracy here.
I want to go.
Uh-oh. Egan drop.
You said we don't know how to get there, so I was like, shit. Yeah. So, yeah, if it's not in the cards, that's cool, but I'm trying. I don't know if it's inappropriate. Apologies, guys, but I thought to call timeout and we figure out what we want to do.
All good?
Nah,
Decide what you want to do?
we don't have to do any of this. I was just following up with something that was from Nightingale's downtime before.
No, I want to investigate. I want to go to the temple. I want to check with the neighbors, all of that stuff. I just want to make sure that's what we all want to do.
We can do it. Just we do have.
Yeah, we got a time frame.
We have a time frame, so we can't you know what I mean. So it's just one of those things where it's like, do we sacrifice what we were obligated to before to go find your friends? You know what I mean?
No.
Well, then
no.
that's my question. Then, and this is for you, Colin. Are we sacrificing that, or are we still within the time frame before she can leave? She's ready to leave.
What?
This probably only took maybe half hour, 40 minutes.
Well, I'm going to say, I mean, with wandering all over town and all that, you know, you've maybe burned up an hour and a half or so, but Seer Yenol does have the expectation that you're going to pick her up and take her to Windermere.
Yeah.
And that's our intent.
Then let's just do that.
Egan?
Yeah.
I can send out feelers with the penumbra bards with
Okay.
all of this stuff. So
Okay.
I was just figured we're here killing time. I'll get some information and move from there.
Well, and that's just it.
Yeah.
I was doing that because I thought we should fill
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
that's why I called one of these. And okay, let's.
I'm happy with what I
montage.
got to work with, and
Yeah,
next time I can contact the penumbers, I can get this rolling.
let's go get shit faced for 4 hours, and then we'll take
Yeah.
a little happy cruise.
We'll have some lunch, some brunch, and we'll do some light window shopping, and then we'll
Yeah.
pick up.
Yeah, we'll just pick up with picking up Yenel.
Alrighty.
Got it.
So you spend the remainder of the morning sort of milling about Whalespell. The city is as busy as it always is. There's very little quiet time in Whalespell. You make your way back down to the Yawning Dog, join the lunch crowd, and we are now early afternoon, and you are returning to the Citadel to pick up Seer Yenal.
Very good.
Seer Yenal, are you ready?
Gay drunk.
No one got Douglan off quick enough. My knees don't hurt now, though.
And Lafferty's like, that was just after one ale. I don't understand it.
As you
No, he's
arrive,
not drunk.
as you
He's not-
arrive at the Citadel, the seer is waiting outside. She has a small trunk packed, and she as you approach, she's I'm ready. We can depart whenever you are.
I do believe we are ready ourselves, madam. Allow us to escort you to our vessel.
You make your way down to the docks, load up the seer's luggage, and make your way back out to the Stargazer. The Stargazer doesn't sit in the water properly because it doesn't rock with the waves. So it has been getting some attention about, the ship out there. All the other ships are bobbing in the water, and the Stargazer's just sitting there with with water all around. You load back up. They re-stow the little boat that you had taken from below, and the captain makes his way over. Well, it looks like you found the lady you were looking for, and where might we be off to now?
What's that place called again?
Windermere.
Windermere.
Windermere. That's not far at all. Shouldn't take more than a couple hours.
That's good news. Though I would suggest we leave in the water again, pal. At least we're a bit offshore. You've gathered enough attention already.
The ship that doesn't bob in the water. All right, the crew keeping the Stargazer in the water head out until they've cleared the harbor for Whalespell, and then take to the sky.
Douglan, I would assume you'd be giving up your room for Seer Yenel.
Of course.
Perhaps you could hop in with Kogaan. He's got a lovely nest you could curl up in.
It's only a 2-hour trip.
I don't plan on doing any sleeping in the next 2 hours there, Nightingale, but
I
thank
thought you had to sleep it off, from this morning.
Just have to go to the bathroom a little more than I thought.
Seer Yenel, would you need anything?
No, just some place to wait while we travel. You said, the captain said just a few hours then. That is fantastic.
Well, there happens to be a bit of a tavern on the ship if you would like to rest there, or you can stay on deck. It's quite a lovely experience flying through the sky.
I think I'll watch for a bit, and then I may spend some time in this tavern. Yes.
Well then, you'll have to excuse me. I have a few things to attend to.
All right. The Stargazer takes to the air, making its way, which would be north of Whalespell, to Windermere. It's a very nice day out, and at not too long after the ship has taken to the air, Kogaan, Seer Yenal, comes to see you.
That is good because I was just about to go see her.
They meet in the hallway.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry.
Seer Yenal meeting you, Kogaan, she says, is there somewhere private that I could speak with you, Kogaan?
Yes, if you would like, you could come to my quarters. Please.
That will do, yes.
Yes, follow me. I'll take her down.
You make your way to the quarters, and she closes the door and turns towards Kogaan, and she says, Kogaan, there is a spirit that follows you.
A spirit?
Yes. I am struggling to understand this spirit, but it wants to commune with you. But you must allow it.
Von min Doran, I don't understand. You can see it?
It is part of my abilities as a seer to both see and communicate with spirits. It is part of what allows us to understand things that we would not normally know. If you wish, Kogaan, I can help you speak with this spirit.
Yes. I suppose I would very much like to speak with this spirit. Do you understand its nature? Could it be evil?
It could be anything, Kogaan. It is hard for me to explain the way I see this spirit, but think of it as seeing someone in a very thick smoke. You can make them out, but it is difficult to tell much more.
I see. Okay. What do we need to do? Is this something we can do here, or do we need to be at a special place, or how do we begin?
We can do this here. Please, have a seat.
Okay. I just plop down on the floor.
The Seer Yenal comes over and sits down facing you. She says, put out your hands like this. And she just stretches them out in front of her. She places her hands on top of Kogan's hands. And you, as she has her hands placed on yours, Kogaan, she closes her eyes, and then you notice that she starts to develop this strange golden hue about her body. and her head sort of drops down, and she says, hopefully she says,
Kogaan, Dremnaufinstrunmah. You know me as Hanosika. I have spoken to you before, and you answered my call. The call of the Yardubalon. Your Yardubalon carries not only the faith of my Yuvondozi, but that of all Douglan. The three have brought you together with the others. You must strive to understand why. The answer will help in what lies ahead. But be warned, there are great powers working both with and against you. The road ahead will not be easy.
How did you do that, Colin?
That was awesome.
with that, the glow kind of goes away, and she opens her eyes, and she kind of goes like
He's kind of like Kogan's eyes are tearing a little bit.
she appears kind of shaken, kind of recollecting herself, and she's gasping like she just ran a marathon. And she turns to Kogaan and she says, Kogaan, that spirit, that gold dragon spirit,
Yes,
was
it was
one of the
Hanusiak.
most powerful I have ever channeled. He is not dead. He is just somehow able to free his spirit from his body.
It is a he. Oh, we never knew what it is, male or female. It is a long lost information. This is fascinating. Would Kogaan know who the three are?
Yes, I mean,
that's
you
part
know,
of the religious life.
it's the primary religion that people
Okay.
within Emathan follow. So
Max, the player, is a little unfamiliar with some of the terminology still. So, okay. Thank you very much, Sir Yanal. Is the spirit still around me? Or has it passed?
it is still watching you.
I see. I will strive to do all I can while under his gaze to do good. Yes. Were you able to hear what Hanusiak was saying when he spoke through you?
I do. It is as if I am watching myself during these channelings. I do not understand everything that he said. I hope that you do.
Yes, I do. It is very exciting and scary at the same time to know that I am directly on the path I should be. So thank you very much. I have important tasks ahead.
It would sound as if you do, Kogaan.
Can I get you a drink or something? You seem very exhausted.
I
You
will
need
be
food?
okay. I will recover. But it is important for you to understand the spirit left me with a final... What would be the word? A final understanding. It will not need me to speak with you in the future. I was able to make the connection it needed going forward. I would expect that this Hanusiak we'll speak with you again.
Okay. The link is created, is what you are saying.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, this is a lot for me to deal with at the moment. It is very good.
The
Thank you very
seer gets up and she kind of gives you a little bow and she says, "I will leave you to contemplate these words. I am glad that I could do this for you."
Yes, thank you. And Kogaan like gets up really quickly and he leaves before she does. And you kind of like hear him down the hall like, friends, I have something to tell you. He rushes off to tell his comrades what just happened.
Everybody else is milling about the ship while Kogan's yelling.
So yeah,
Slow down there, Kogan. What happened? What happened?
I have had contact with Hanuziak, the ancient gold dragon who slumbers deep in the mountains near my village. It would seem that the three have brought me together to be with you. We are all joined in this, and that the three are concerned about the fate of dragonkind as well. It is all linked together. But
You're saying that you are talking with a... What again?
well, it would be an ancient gold dragon. The legend in our village is that, well, I have now learned it is he. He slumbers deep in the mountains that my village lies within. Hanuziak means dream spirit guide, so it's very fitting.
Is this tied to your other thing with your clan there?
With the dragons not hatching, yes. But there is more. I must find out. I've been told to find out why the three have chosen me, I suppose, to be with you. There must be, maybe there is more to the, as maybe Lafferty would put it, the formula for what goes on with everything. So there are many questions for us to answer, for all of our sakes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you seem very enthusiastic. So I take it this is good news for you.
It is a great honor. As far as I know, no one has had contact with Hanuziak for many centuries. Not since the golden dragon spirit, the egg, was given to us to take care of, and that was centuries and centuries ago. So, yes, I am deeply honored, and I feel that my destiny is bound for great things.
What do we know about dragon lore? Is there a history check maybe Lafferty could make?
What is it you would like to determine about dragons?
Are they world-killing, crazy, fire-breathing beasts, or are there some good ones?
There are some that fit both bills, but
Well, that's what
as there are with any species, you know. I mean,
Well, yeah.
there are dragons that are. One would characterize as evil, and there are dragons that are characteristic of good, and
Right.
as there are Dragonborn, as there are humans, as there are elves, as there are any.
I just don't want to meta. I know outside of the game, usually like gold and any type of that is good, and then but I just want to know in Emathan if there's a role I could make to determine if, I mean, Kogan's a good dude. maybe, he's under the spell of this beautiful gold dragon that wants to eat, alchemists. We don't know. So, and I don't want to.
They love alchemists.
Yes. The Douglan is, he's too old. The meat's gone bad, so he's okay. But Lafferty is, is a delicacy. No,
Right.
I'm just curious if there's any lore of the dragon kind that Lafferty would know that he can add to the conversation here.
Yeah, I mean, from an understanding of Emathan, I have not painted any dragons as good or evil.
Okay. So he wouldn't know. Yet. Okay.
Dragons have races within their species, and you can find dragons tend to lean towards, one, just like you'd likely find more friendly halflings than evil halflings, but there's evil halflings out there, and I mean, any type of dragon could span, but say gold dragons are generally good, whereas other dragons may generally, a green dragon, they're generally greedy, but good and evil is in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
Yeah, it's always hard to tell if something is good or evil when they have lifespans so long that you don't know what the end game is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and keep in mind, Lafferty just wants to make a history check, and whatever that would garner him. So I guess I could keep it specific to the dragon that he just named, right? Does he know anything about it?
Okay, give us a history check on Hanuziak.
I was gonna make a freaking history check whether you guys wanted it or not.
Just roll it, man.
You do it.
Yeah, there we go. Woo!
Hanuziak has, shows up through history. The name has popped up here and there. This is an ancient dragon. It has been around a very long time. But you don't know much more than having maybe caught the name in a history book before.
It's like legend lore at this point.
Exactly.
Right, no, and that's the thing. So, like, Lafferty's eyebrows go up when he hears the name, like, wow, that's old school right there.
Yeah.
And he says that. That is that is quite the ancient dragon. I've seen the name in text. Incredible Kogaan.
Yes. To us, Hanuziak is almost a god unto himself. Just very powerful and something that all gold dragonborn, anyways, the people of my village aspire to be like in goodness and generosity.
Landis will approach Kogaan and be like, if I may offer a service, if you can recall or recount what he said to you, I will write it down for you.
Sure. And I'll do the best I can to
rewatch the episode and
play back.
describe that.
All right, I'll throw that into a document at some point and give it to you where Landis has scribed it into his book. Guys, why don't we take a quick biological, and and we will be back shortly. We'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, we are back. So, Kogaan and all have. We'll say you're all just sort of in that dining area. Kogaan has just relayed what has happened. The seer headed up, having had the conversation she wanted to have with Kogaan. She's just spending some time on deck. She's never been on a skyship, as many people have never been on a skyship, so she's enjoying the sailing, and we're approaching the first of our 2-hour flight. What are you doing?
Kogaan would like to speak with Maggie.
All right.
If he may seek out-
Maggie has been quite interested in how one sails a sky ship since you left Evandor. And she's up on the helm, actually flying
Nice.
the ship.
Maggie? Hello, I was hoping I might speak with you a moment.
She opens her eyes. Of course, Kogaan. She turns the helm over to the helmsperson and steps over to the side of the ship. What can I do for you, Kogaan?
Well, I have heard the story that you were living on the other side of that portal with the Gith folk.
I was there for just over a year, yes.
I am curious, are there other beings, peoples, maybe elves or orcs or maybe even Dragonborn also on that side, or is it only Gith people?
The Between is, as I understand it, very big. The part of the Between that I spent my time in, I only ever saw Githyn Thor and Gith Yankee. In the early days of when I first arrived, there were some peoples from other Gith clans that had been already mostly annihilated by the Gith Yankee. But it is my understanding that all throughout the Between, there are other peoples that do live there.
I see. I understand. And so then there are also creatures, animals of a sort as well. Of all
There
types.
are. The Between is very, very similar to Emathan in a lot of ways. Or the part of it I was in. Again, listening to the stories from the Gith, there are parts of the Between that become what the person wants them to be. If it's a difficult concept to wrap one's head around, but the terrain will change to what the person believes the afterlife might look like. And there are parts of the Between that are more stable, which was the area that we were in, the area that the Timeless Temple exists in.
I see. Could someone use the Between to travel to other worlds?
Other worlds like Emathan or other worlds like the Between?
I suppose, I mean, has your father told you about the visions that we've been having, these dreams?
He has told me about his dream, yes.
It would seem there is something very, very dangerous coming, and I am just curious if it is linked to this Between because of the nature of these openings, these portals and gateways. If it's similar to that, like the Between portal, or if maybe this is something else entirely.
I don't have an answer for you, Kogaan. I don't know. It is difficult for the Gith to travel between Emathan and the Between. They are only able to use the portals and the Timeless Temple to travel to Emathan, but there are beings that freely travel between the worlds. It is just not something that is either allowed or just an ability of the Gith people. They are forced to use these portals.
Okay, well, thank you. That is all I wished to discuss. Please enjoy flying some more, and I recommend keeping your eyes open when you fly.
Oh, okay.
Because when I approached, she said she opens her eyes and looks at Kogaan.
Well, when you if you remember when you're sailing the skyship and you close your eyes, you get the you get the overhead view.
That's right.
So I mean, you can still steer it with your eyes open, but you get that other view when you gives you the bird's eye view.
Already more advanced than I am. And I have floated a couple times. Okay, Kogan's done. That's it. Pan to someone else.
You see Nightingale slide up next to Seer Yenel.
Hello.
The seer is on the forward deck, watching the ship travel along high above the ground, something she obviously thought she would never see in her life.
Nightingale will be like, beg your pardon, ma'am.
Yes, Nightingale.
Your sister, Ezra Wickermoon, is it?
Yes. She is a sister of seeing. She is not my actual sister.
Yeah, it's got to be confusing at family reunions.
Not for us.
You said she can see energy auras, and that's how she'll be able to find our temple, correct?
Yes. It is difficult to sometimes explain Ezra's ability. She by traditional means is considered blind. She cannot see through her eyes the way that we see. But she sees the world as fields of energy, is what she has described it as best. Almost different colors, although our perceptions of colors and hers are very different. She struggles to explain how she sees the world, but if you were to walk up to her, Nightingale, she would know it was you. Whether you were as you are now, or whether you had a sheet over your head, she would know it's you, because we all give off an energy that she is able to see. She sees the world, but not the way we see it.
And she's going to be okay with directing us to this timeless temple?
Yes. I guess the part of the conversation that we may not have had yet is Seer Ezra is very young. She is very naive, and she will be open to anything that her mother allows, and much more. It won't be difficult to convince Ezra to come with us. It will just be difficult to convince her mother to let her.
Her mother? What's her mother's name?
Her mother is Nyla. She is a wonderful woman. Ezra is the only thing she has in the world that means anything to her, and I have tried for many years to get Seer Ezra to come with me so I could help her learn to better control her abilities. But her mother is afraid to let her go.
So what you're saying is we have to convince her mother.
Yes. Ezra is up for anything that remotely resembles adventure. Her mother, not so much.
Well then,
All right.
when we describe this, it'll have to be a scientific, really boring journey.
I have convinced her mother to let me do this once before. Ezra helped us find the Timeless Temple when the Vanguard met with the Githyanthor. I'm sure she can be convinced again.
You guys can see Nightingale's getting a bit fidgety. He's like,
Can I ask you a personal question?
I guess so.
Excuse me.
and he's kind of like,
You haven't heard the name Melton, have you?
Melton. I don't believe I have, sorry. Is this a friend of yours, maybe?
It's just someone I've been looking for a long time.
If I actually think about it, I do believe that in the before times, Langdale was known as Melton.
Langdale? Oh. My. Well. Thank you.
Oh, anytime. Do you know how much longer? I had no idea we would be traveling with such swiftness. I thought we would be days and days traveling to Windermere. This is quite exciting.
I don't believe it'll be much more than an hour.
Oh my, this is fantastic.
I've seen more of Emathan than I ever thought I would.
and he'll kind of go off and he's all happy with himself. He's got
Got a lead
another
on
lead to
Melton.
follow. A lead on Melton.
All right, if does anyone have any other discussions they would like to have before the?
No.
So the captain, in talking with Seer Yenol, has figured out where he needs to go. This Seer Yenol has asked for him to put the airship down a ways away from the Wicker Moon farm, which is just outside of Windermere, just not to startle Nyla, so the party can actually approach on foot without causing her too much concern. And the captain puts the ship down, and you disembark and make your way to the farm, to the Wicker Moon farm. On the way, Seer Yenol explains that basically Ezra and her mom Nyla, they live and work a small berry farm. They make jams and stuff that they sell in Windermere. And as you approach, you can see a woman you know, it's a fairly small operation, a farmhouse, and lots of berry bushes all over the place, and you see an older woman picking berries.
Seer, I believe we will allow you to introduce us.
It would probably be best if I went ahead. The heck is that? I think my farm soundtrack has
Boss fight! Boss fight!
I think my farm
parade of
sound
knights
has
goes
some
by
music
in
with
the
it. Yeah, exactly. They're just wandering by.
Okay, we'll approach. Nightingale will be like, guys, try not to look so threatening. Smile, Kogaan.
I am always smiling. Is it not obvious?
All right.
yeah.
So the seer approaches Nyla, and she comes back. They have a bit of a conversation, and she comes back and says, well, I guess this is not as surprising to me as it probably should be, but Nyla has told me that Ezra has run off again. Her mother believes that she has gone to see an old hag that lives in a nearby swamp. Her mother doesn't understand what relationship Ezra has with this old hag, but I do know where they are, or at least how to find them. We will have to go looking for Ezra, I guess, if she's going to join us.
It is imperative that she join us. So,
Does Landis know anything about hags? Or are we talking creature hag or just old lady hag?
All that Seer Yenal knows is there's an old hag that lives in the
Well then,
in the swamp.
how old is Seer Ezra?
She is 14, I believe.
She's
Baby.
very young.
She's
And-
just a baby.
How long has she had her ability?
Oh, since she was born?
Okay, I suppose, how long has she been a member of your order?
I guess
Am I the only one hearing birds?
they're really loud, these birds.
We're under attack.
Swatting birds, are they?
Let's see if
love
we can
these
get
berries.
let's see if we can get a few of these birds just to settle down. So many.
Nightingale's out there with his bow.
So many birds.
We'll start heading in where this hag lives, and we can ask questions along the way.
All right. So the Seer Yenal knows the area. She's actually explains she has gone to find Ezra in this swamp before. Something has attracted Ezra there several times before. And although Yenal has never seen this old hag, Ezra has told her about the hag before. So you head off into the swamp.
Nightingale will kind of as Seer Yenel is leading the way, he'll fade off and kind of follow at a distance, just kind of to the side of the group, but sneakily. He'll try to move sneakily along.
All right. Ahead of or behind the group?
Just behind. He's not going to know where to go.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was going to say. You can't really.
Yeah.
Well, so
I can parallel to them.
Well, this is a very swampy swamp that you find yourselves heading into. Where Seer Yenal takes you, she explains, is an old mining road that cuts through the swamp. And she says she believes it will take you to where the old hag lives. That's what Ezra has explained to her in the past.
Okay. Or can we can follow this road without Seer Yenel coming along?
Nope, she's coming along.
Oh.
Yeah.
Douglan, watch out for her.
We will stay close to Syria now.
Of course. Stay with me, lady. Seer.
All right,
ma'am.
She's quite willing to stay close to Douglan. She's not very comfortable with this swamp. It looks like at some point it was a forested area that got flooded out, and that's actually why they stopped mining this area. And you were traveling along the road for probably an hour.
I'm sorry, Colin. I'm going to call my steed and put Seer Yenel on it.
Okay.
And as we're moving along, Landis kind of mutters an incantation, and a quick little shimmer goes over his body as he casts mage armor.
Alrighty.
Solely precautionary.
After about not quite an hour of travel along, so this road is actually a stone road that was paved through this area back when it was mined. I mean, it hasn't been used in a very long time. When the area flooded out, they abandoned this road through the swamp. And you emerge. You emerge from a particularly thick area of the swamp. Holy smokes, that one nearly got me. And as you come out, you see in the distance a bit of a shamble of a house on the side of the road. And standing out in front of this house, there is this old hag and a young girl, which you presume is likely Seer Ezra.
Syria now, is that Seer Ezra?
I do believe so, yes. But this hag, as we're referring to her, she doesn't look like any person you have ever seen before. She's very deformed in many ways, very greenish colored skin. And the two of them are watching you as you come out of the thicker part of the swamp into this area. You're probably, you're still close to 200 feet away.
Oh, right away.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we just go up and make our introductions and explain that we need this young Ezra's help, and be on our way.
From this distance, you said we can make out that she looks weird. Does it trigger anything with Landis?
Trigger? What might
as
it
in, like,
trigger?
A visual recognition that she is human, non-human?
Let's get an investigation check.
In the tower or...
Nope, just give me an investigation check. This is a witch. This is a, you think what they refer to as a green hag. She's not good news.
I will share that with the group. I do not wish to raise alarm, but it would seem Ezra is with a green hag. They are not good news.
Lovely.
Do I know anything about green hags?
They
Lore-wise?
just, they are,
Nasty.
I believe there's a very famous book, Green Hags and Eggs and Ham, but
green
I haven't
hags
read
and
it.
Green hags and ham. But this Ezra will see this person and come back and see the person and go back home. So, you know, not
There must
everything
be
may be.
some relationship.
Nyla.
Not Nyla.
No, I'm asking. Isn't Nyla with us?
Nope.
Seer Yeno?
Just Seer
Yeno
Yeno.
came with us.
Just Seer
Okay, I'm
Yeno's
sorry.
with you.
I thought Nyla came with us. I'm sorry.
No, her mom is a not. Her mom wouldn't go in there to look for her to start with.
Okay.
Perhaps Seer Yeno should wait behind.
Yeah, for sure. She can stay on Roach. In fact, I'll kind of tell Roach to back up and run back to the thing if things go south. Well, gentlemen, I believe the only solution is to attack head on.
Maybe diplomacy to start.
I would not attack quite yet. Young Ezra is very close to this hag. We do not know what connection or power she has over her. Let us be prepared, but play this out as it will. And we'll continue to approach.
Mm-hmm.
With Yanel's kind of... Roach will lag behind, so she kind of gets distance.
All right, you continue to move along the road towards this this house on the side in the swamp on the side of the road. The old hag and Ezra are still just standing. There's a bit of a wooden walkway that goes from the house to the road, and they are just standing on this wooden walkway watching you approach. As you sort of get into a more a closer visual range, Ezra, you know, you can see she's just been standing very stoic beside the old hag. When she sees Seer Yanol, she seems to kind of snap to her senses and she yells, "Yan, help me!"
All right.
Oh, it's on.
It's on.
It's on.
The hag turns to look at Ezra, and as she turns back to you, from the swamp all around you, these giant alligators come flying up out of the water, attacking.
Yes.
I don't know what to do.
Draw weapons.
All right, I
Sacrifice
will.
Roach to save the group.
Let's run. Everybody run.
I'll begin by sharing the map.
Ooh, look at that. Murky.
I don't know about you guys, but I've been hearing Kogan's stomach the entire time.
Is that what that is?
You shouldn't have had a second biscuit.
He ate frogs? I'm hearing frogs.
Okay.
This nice map. Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Ceres is so adorable. Green hags and ham. Let's go.
Okay.
You didn't tell me Syrianel's like hot. What's up with that?
I didn't know that was a requirement.
You're going to throw us on and we'll...
Yeah. So I'm going to put you on here, and then I will show you where you are at this point.
Kogaan would have been near the front.
Okay. So you guys are about at this point. Yeah. So using Kogaan as kind of the point man, you can position yourselves around that area.
That looks good, eh? Lafferty would kind of lag. No, he's right up there, hiding behind a cart.
Okay, and I'm going to say the seer is on Roach
there.
Just right about there.
Okay.
All right. What comes crashing up out of the water?
Are we rolling initiative?
Yep, just give me 1 second here.
Holy moly.
Oh, they're quite huge.
And, of course, it's on. Okay, let's get some initiative rolled, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at us go.
Some of us.
All right, so these 3 giant alligators just come flying up out of the water, attacking the party. The old hag now has taken a grip on Ezra to keep her from fleeing towards you all. And Landis, you have the initiative.
Oh, I've never been first before with this guy.
There's always a first time.
There is. There is. I shall... Gotta get me a sample of that creature.
That one in particular.
How do you make a cone
What?
on the map? Do you remember, anyone?
It's still pointers. There's a cone pointer.
Oh, how do you make a cone?
Yeah.
It's either Shift, Control, or Alt. Yeah. I think the cone is Alt.
Only a 15-foot cone, eh? That's teeny tiny. Landis shall... You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Landis kind of grabs his staff and whispers some incantations, which you see kind of these energy runes swirl around him, and then they all plunge into the ground. And Landis is lifted 15 feet into the air on this black tower covered in spikes. So he is now 15 feet off the ground on a 5-foot pillar covered in cruel spikes with a flat top. If a creature is caught between the pillar and another surface, which no one is, they would have to make a dexterity throw. If a creature is shoved or pushed against the sides of the pillar, it will take a d6 piercing damage. The pillar can be climbed safely by making a athletics check equal to the spell's DC. It has.
How high
I'm
off the
15 feet off the ground.
Nice.
And if the crocodile wants to climb it, it would have to make a DC of, let me tell you, 15 to climb the black pillar.
Okay.
And that's Landis' action as he casts that spell.
All right. The green hag is going to, for this round, take the dodge action. Just more interested in watching alligators eat you. Kogaan.
Kogaan will use his bonus action to invoke Dragon's Might and become large. And then he will...
So you're actually going to become the large size?
Yeah. 4 squares. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to move you right there.
Yes. And then I will flail about at this giant crocodile and shout, "Focus your attacks!" And swing away. That hits. All right, so we get the giant Dragon's Might damage on there. Stabby, strike number 1. And then I will swing away with attack number 2. Nice. Oh, did I not drop the damage on him before? I don't think I did. Whoops. How do I... There's a way you could go back and...
Yeah, so if you just drag the damage onto that token...
There we go.
He'll take the damage.
Oh. And that is my turn.
All right.
Dang, they are tough.
Seer Yenol is taking the reins of this horse and moving back out of the way as this giant alligator comes up out of the... I assume that she can control it?
I can actually talk to my horse, and I told him already that if there is danger, that to take her out of it.
Okay.
So she doesn't even have to hold the reins. It's on.
She's free to cast Fireball.
All right.
It's a self-driving horse.
So the horse moves Seer Yenol back out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Nightingale.
Nightingale, kind of looks around and he mumbles a little prayer to his patron, which would probably this time around, since he tends to
Flip-flop.
well, he worships the god, which he figures will give him the best odds. And this time it's going to be the god, Newell, for neutrality and balance, to help bring us up to the same par as these beasts which put us in peril. And he casts bless on Kogaan, Douglan, and himself.
All right.
So I will.
Very blessed.
And he's like,
Gentlemen, I think I've just evened the odds. Let's do this.
Sweet.
And is that it for you, Nightingale?
that would be Nightingale's turn. He's going to hold his ground there.
Okay. Douglan.
All right. What do you call it? Basically, he starts to kind of just sort of move his halberd in a strange way. It's not aggressive. It's more of something to create a boundary between himself and this alligator. So as a bonus action, he's going to go into his great weapon defense. I cannot attack this round, but I can. When wielding a weapon with a two-handed property, I can spend half of my maximum movement to take the disengage. So I'm going to go. You know, I don't even need to disengage. I'm just going to keep, I'm just going to go to the back of this guy. Right there.
Alrighty.
And I still have an action because the great weapon defense is a bonus, and then my movement. So in addition to that, I will take the dodge. If that's all right.
Oh, so you still can take an action, you just can't attack.
Yeah, so the way it works is you cannot take an action in the same round you want to create that stance. Then I can attack. So this is basically to get into a defensive mode.
Cool.
So yeah, it did, yeah, okay. That is his turn.
Alright. Lafferty.
All right, Lafferty. How big are these creatures?
They're very large. Yeah.
They'll swallow you whole, Lafferty.
They'll swallow you whole.
Got it. Well, that was kind of the
Unless
what I
you
was
become
trying to
large.
get to.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you're Kogaan now, they won't swallow you
Yeah.
whole.
All right, so he is going to. You see him reach for one of his vials, and it's just a little tea drop thing. He just takes a little drop, puts it on his tongue, and all of a sudden he just sort of like, you can't really focus on him. He's there, he's not there, he's there, he's not there. So he has this weird sort of presence, if you will, popping in and out. And he is going into his Displacement of the Void as a bonus action, which is, well, we just use it as the Cloak of Displacement. Does the same thing. And then, Colin, that's a bonus action. It's not a spell, it's a power. I can still cast or create a spell. Okay. He is going to quickly grab a couple of vials and crack one and mix and shake a vial, and he's going to drink a flight potion from his experimental elixir. He's going to pop that in, and he's going to use his movement to go up. He doesn't move very fast, so he's only going to go up 10 feet this round, but that's his turn.
Alrighty.
That's why I was asking how tall they are, because he's not quite there yet. So.
Now, they're not 10 feet off the ground, though.
No. I want to get out of jawbone range.
Nightingale's like,
I feel very exposed right now.
All
You
right.
got this.
Seer Ezra attempts to break the grip of our hag here. And she does. She breaks free from the hag.
Nice. Go Ezra.
And she is going to run. Alright, that takes us to our first giant alligator, which is going to attack Kogaan. So these little fellers get a multi-attack. They get a bite attack and a tail attack each round.
You're on mute, Egan.
And a sentinel attack.
Okay, you can. We were gonna do that after they take their attack.
Yep.
So, first attack on Kogaan as this alligator attempts to clamp into him. He misses. His big tail swinging around to strike Kogaan as well. The tail hits. You take... And you must make a strength check against being knocked prone.
Is it a saving throw?
Yeah, I've got it here. I can run it. You succeed and remain on your feet.
Advantage on strength save. With Dragon's Might.
Very nice.
And bless.
And bless.
Yeah, a little D4 extra bless there.
A triple whammy.
And that's it for that alligator. You can take your sentinel now.
18. Giant alligator 18.
Yes.
Nice, you.
All right.
I like that alligator throat thing. Oh, Douglan, stop baby tapping the thing.
Sorry.
All
I'm
right.
working out the kinks.
Our next alligator attack. Alligator 5.
Nightingale tries to make him seem really small. Hide behind Kogan's leg.
He comes splashing up out of the water, jaws wide open, and takes a big snapping bite at Nightingale.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
He hits.
Oh, I'm dead.
Jesus.
Oh, you've been Oh, no. Thank
No,
God.
he's got his bless. All right, you have to... let me remember how this works here.
Run away? Yeah, absolutely.
That was a bite attack. I don't think I have to save to stand up.
No, but it can... Okay, so when they succeed in a bite, you are automatically grappled.
Sweet.
It's a DC 16 strength check to escape the grapple.
No problem.
Not for this. I've been bulking up, man. I can do 3 push-ups.
Or someone can use their action to help pull him out.
I am going to put you as grappled and restrained. And this alligator is going to use its tail to attack Kogaan. It does have a range of 10 with its tail. Ooh.
Shit.
You are stunned until the end of the next turn.
But I thought that I was immune to critical stuff.
Yes, that's correct. The system rolls it automatically.
Yeah, the system rolls.
Yeah.
But I have the adamantine plate mail.
Exactly.
Shake it off. You're like,
All right.
Still take damage though.
You have to make. You do take the damage. You'll have to make a strength or be knocked prone. So damage.
holy.
Oh,
shit.
I got to give you half that back. You shouldn't have rolled 2 there.
Shouldn't have rolled that either.
I'll give you the 9 back. Second set of dice there.
Sure. Yep.
9 back would be 23. All right. 9, 7, 32. That's correct. Okay, save against being knocked prone. I did. Oh, you failed. You are prone.
Roger that.
Like one hit tail hits you low and the other hits you high.
Yeah.
Yes. Even. All right, and our final alligator friend here comes. Lafferty's in the air now, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy is going after Seer, you know.
Run, horsey, run.
Yes. Run, Roach, run.
All right, it makes it to there. And that takes us to the top of the order with Landis.
Top of the order?
So, Nightingale's trapped in the alligator's mouth. Kogan's laying on the ground, looks dead.
I don't look dead.
I don't think he looks dead. I think he probably looks PO'd.
Very much.
Okay, one memento. Sorry. Should have looked this up before.
It's all right, lad. It's all right.
Landis. Ooh, do I want to do that right now? Burning the biggies already. It's getting serious. I will. Landis kind of shoots his hand out, and this energy seems to come from his mind through his arm and blasts the giant alligator with Nightingale in its mouth, and it is hit with Mind Sliver, a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature that I can see within range, which is 60 feet. The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw or take 2d6 psychic damage and subtract a d4 from its next saving throw before the end of the next turn.
Nice.
So I will roll the save. It failed. Here's the damage.
Nice.
Nicely done.
And it is a d4 minus on its next saving throw.
That's what she said.
You drop that effect on it?
No, it doesn't have that effect in the spell.
Oh, really?
Just remind me of it then when...
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have like something
whatever
I can
its
click.
next saving throw is.
And Landis is going to hold his ground on his pillar of protection.
All right. The green hag remains where she is, watching what's going on. She's going to take the dodge action again. Kogaan.
All right. First things first, Kogaan will use his bonus action to second wind and get some health points back.
I'm going to assume you jumped back up. You were knocked prone.
Oh yeah.
But it's
Use half my
it's
movement
half
to
your
stand
movement,
up.
yeah.
He does it while he's laying down. He's like,
And then,
I think I'm gonna give this a shot.
Okay, I removed prone from your sheet.
All right. And I'll keep swinging away at this one that's right in front of me, I suppose.
All right, 18.
Yep. Attack number 1. A massive blow.
You
Dirty
hit
20.
the alligator.
All right. And giant smite on top of that. Great. And then second attack. Kapow! Did that hit? That's
Yep.
All right.
You did.
Don't hold back on this one.
Oh, God.
I'm the only one who's hit it. And they're all low right now.
I give it a little tap.
Oh yeah, you got your sentinel attack. That's right. For 1 damage as well.
Yes, it was very light.
All right. Maybe I should have pulled Landis out of, or Nightingale out of there. He'll have a way.
I got a plan.
That's good. All right, that's my turn.
All right. Seer, she sees that Ezra is running towards you. She's apprehensive to go any further. She's going to hold her spot, take the dodge action. Nightingale.
Okay.
This is it, Nightingale. Pull out the stops here.
So, in each of Nightingale's boots, there's a dagger.
Okay.
As an object interaction, would I be able to kick that dagger free from his boot? You know, kind of shakes his foot so it falls in the alligator's mouth?
He's got very talented toes.
Apparently. You're kicking a dagger out of your boot?
Yeah, he's just kind of shaking the dagger like he's in its mouth, right? So he's just going to kick the dagger loose into its mouth. I'm not trying to stab it or anything with the dagger. I just want to, as an object interaction. If that's too complicated, I will pick one out and drop it in its mouth.
Yeah, sure.
As the object interaction.
Yep, I'll give you that.
So, he drops the dagger in its mouth. And then casts heat metal on it.
Nice.
You choose a manufactured metal object, the dagger sitting in the alligator's mouth. I can see it. It's within range. It begins to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object will take 2d8 fire damage when I cast the spell. And until the spell ends, as a bonus action, on each subsequent turn until that ends, it will take the damage again. Now this will get rid of Bless on you guys. I'm sorry. I'm saving my butt here. So
Totally understandable.
I will remove the Bless off you guys.
Nightingale casts Ghost Pepper.
I am casting Ghost Pepper on this guy.
That's an awesome move, dude.
So that's that. Got rid of Bless, so hopefully you can hit things without my help. I know you guys can. I have faith in you. So I'm going to roll... Let me see... If a creature is holding or wearing the object, takes the damage from it, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can.
Okay.
And I'm in its mouth, it will drop me as well. So I will roll the con save. Oh, it succeeded. So it doesn't drop. But it's going to take the damage. And then it's up to you to decide if it wants to spit out the burning hot metal thing. Where's the damage? Oh yeah, baby.
Nicely done.
So it thinks Nightingale's a little too hot to handle in his mouth,
A little bit spicy.
a little spicy. And that's all Nightingale can do. He's just hoping that works. He's concentrating on keeping that dagger red hot right now.
All right.
Get me out of here!
Douglan, what do you got?
First of all, he's going to yell to Seer Ezra to get closer behind him, and then turn back his attention to this giant alligator that has attacked his friend, his new gold friend, that he cares
Hit him very hard.
All right. First attack.
That just hung there for a second.
Yeah, I was like,
what the
I thought it was going to hit.
Just
All right,
messing with you.
Even digital dice can get cocked, I guess.
Yeah.
he's going to put a little stink on this one. A little divine stink.
Nice.
Second attack. Last one goes wide. And then his little butt end tickle. Actually, you know what? No, that would be his bonus action. He doesn't want to do it. He's going to hold that.
Wait, what?
It's a bonus. Oh, but it restarts, right? After
Yeah, your
his turn?
bonus action, it's on your next turn, you get your bonus action back.
Then I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
sure,
hold that back.
I'm sure everybody would appreciate you to go ahead and do
Please
that.
just kill the crocodile.
There, a little tickle.
Nice.
Woo! All right. And he's looking back to see if Ezra's coming.
She's running your way, yes. And that takes us to Lafferty, flying
So he's-
10 feet off the ground.
Now 20. He'll take his
Nice.
movement just to go. Hopefully, he's out of range. But
You were out of
after
range
that,
at 10 feet off the ground.
After that,
Pretty big crocodile.
I
do you
suppose
call
I
it?
could get up on their back legs and get them.
well, yeah, he's not taking a chance. Anyway, after he took that little drop, and he gets a little displaced, his eyes start to go black, and they're sort of like he kind of takes on this persona that's a little bit like it's not quite him, and it sort of like swirls around him and obviously gets to his hands, and he fires out this bolt of chaos, if you will.
Yes.
He's gonna shoot at number 13 because he
No.
he sees it going for Yenil. So
Oh, yeah.
he has to, because he is, of course, in his right mind and thinking clearly. But no, it's the closest one to him. So
It seems he is, yes.
he is going to cast it on him. All right.
You hit.
Oh, let's get that bounce. That'd be sick.
I know. I want the bounce. Give me the bounce. So it is. I forget. Let me go to the thing. I don't think it matters what type of damage, does it?
They're not vulnerable or immune or resistant to anything.
No.
Yeah. So it is on the D8. What was the D8?
One or a
I can
three.
choose one of the two. It's either acid or fire. If it's resistant to that.
It has no resistances.
Okay, I'll say acid. Just why not?
You want any barbecued gator?
Yeah, a little barbecue gator. All right, I believe that's it. Yeah, he doesn't really have a ton of bonus actions.
All right, so you're sitting at 20 feet above the ground now?
that is correct.
All right. Seer Ezra. Is continuing to run towards you all, and she will take the dodge action. All right. Gator 18 spins and dives off into the swamp. So I think you
Save
get one swing at it before it goes.
Hey guys,
Come on.
Papa wants a new pair of boots and a coat.
It's
Maybe
going
a lounge
nowhere.
chair.
Is that what you want, though?
Yeah, don't we want it?
Yeah,
to
geez,
die?
you want to keep the other giant alligator there, of course.
Wouldn't you want it to just flee,
Listen, he sees something trying to bail
Because it
and he hits it.
resort to attacking more? But
Yes, sorry.
Wouldn't Kogaan get an attack of opportunity?
oh yeah, I would technically.
Yep, absolutely you would.
Sweet.
An opportunity attack.
Boom. I think I get to apply Giant Smite to this, right? Because is it the first attack on a turn?
Now your turn.
Well, it's
This
a
is-
turn.
This,
Let me
yeah.
see. Sometimes, let's see here.
If Kogaan has already went, then he's already done it,
I guess so, yeah.
right? Because it's not a new turn yet.
All right. Anyways,
Sorry.
no, it's all good. Oh, there we go. One dead croc. You said something about boots, Landis.
Yeah.
What was that
All
Nightingale?
right, so much for that runaway.
No, Nightingale's never going to wear crocodile again. Ever.
All right, our giant alligator number 5 is not happy with this burning metal inside of its mouth. It releases you. Now, as its action, it's going to fling this thing out of its mouth.
Nice.
So it releases you, spins its head, so this burning dagger flies out. And that is, it's not going anywhere. It just basically, it turns back on Nightingale, prepared to tear you into little shreds of jerky next turn.
Since I would like to use my Onik rune, which is the reaction when a creature ends its turn within 30 feet of me, I can invoke this rune to make it have a wisdom saving throw or be incapacitated for 1 minute.
Wow.
Nice.
I hate to say this, I love it, but you already used your reaction. I apologize.
Oh yeah, that's right, I did.
I am sorry.
No,
that's fine.
We
That's
gotta
the
keep.
rule.
We
Sounds
gotta
awesome,
keep. We gotta
but
keep
I
each
use-
other honest.
My reaction
Yeah.
to kill an alligator, so
I'm
that's
sorry.
better.
I
Don't be sorry.
apologize, Max.
All
Okay,
right,
I'm out of harm's way now. I'm out of
just
its
forgot.
mouth.
you're out of its mouth anyway.
Next time.
And that's it
Terrible.
for Alligator 5. He's now not getting his tongue burned. Alligator 13 is going to continue to move on Yanal. And that takes us to the top of the order with Landis. What do you got, Landis?
Well,
The boys have just made boot leather out of one of them.
I'm going to stick with the old sliver of the mind at the alligator that just spit Nightingale out.
It fails.
And he's just staying, holding his position with what's going on.
All right. Our green hag disappears.
Crap. Damn. It's okay. Ezra is all that matters.
Kogaan.
Okay. Kogaan will use his metallic breath weapon
Ooh,
for one
breath
of his
weapon
attacks.
time.
This is the special one. It's called Enervating Breath. And each creature in the cone must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or become incapacitated until the start of its next turn. So I turn and I let out this crazy breath, and it just kind of shimmers the air, and it's all very silent. It just looks kind of weird, and you see this crocodile like react to it. So let's see here. I guess I just drop the save on it. That's the wrong one. This one. Oh, that's weird. These saves are reversed by accident. It should be a con save.
You have to target.
No, I know, but in the description, it's saying strength save for the enervating breath and con save. They're reversed. I wonder if I can just write con in there and whatever. I will drag the con save over top and then affect the other one out.
Okay.
So there we go.
Fails.
So it is incapacitated.
Nice.
So
Very
it is
nice.
incapacitated until the start of my next turn. So when its turn comes around, it's just kind of in a stupor.
Okay.
Can't do anything. And then I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 run up past my allies next to this guy. And sorry, I should cast it. I use that.
It shoves Nightingale out of the way.
Yeah, and I will wail upon it with my other attack. And I will use my inspiration
Nice.
to try again. Whoops. Come on, baby. That's better.
Hits.
And Dragon's Might. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. As I hit it with my larger than normal flail. That is Kogan's turn.
All right. Very nice. All right. Seer, Yenal, and Roach figure this is a good time to move a little further away. And she will take the dodge action again. And Nightingale.
So because he's incapacitated, Nightingale, he can't take reaction against you.
Yeah, that's awesome. And he's incapacitated even if I attack him, isn't he?
Yep, it doesn't jolt them out of it. You don't get advantage or anything. They literally just can't do anything. But they're not like, you know.
It just says an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
Yes.
Nice.
It can still sort of protect itself, is why you still have to attack it.
Yeah. I will. I move to there. You could move me. And as he's moving, his whip comes out and I whip Alligator 13 in the chops.
Alrighty.
It's within my 10 feet for my whip, so
Just sneak attack, right?
I will get sneak attack, yes.
Nice.
You hit with Velimor's whip.
You think it'll automatically do the sneak attack?
You click sneak attack.
I think you should have a sneak attack button there, don't you?
Yeah. Well, it says effect on me. It's turned on, so it should.
There you go.
No, it didn't. That's weird. Okay, I'll have to roll it separate, I guess.
Hit.
Is that under effects? Why don't I? Oh, there we go. Oh, I see. Yeah, I can't just roll it separate. I don't know how to.
Just roll a d6 and wait.
Oh, here. I'll just drop it on the guy. Wonder if that'll do it. Nope. I better take that off.
You don't want him having sneak attack.
Nope. So just add. Oh, hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm a little fumbly right now.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. There. Add another 1 point. Ooh!
That was the alligator 13. 1 extra point of damage. Oh, that's turning the tide right there.
It is. And then with my bonus action, I will dash there to get myself between Gator Ella and Yenner of Seer.
Okay. And is that it for you then, Nightingale?
That is it for Nightingale.
All right.
Oh, I should have healed, but whatever.
Douglan.
Yes, indeed. So Douglan is going to take one step here, grab a hold of Ezra, if she will allow me.
Oh yeah, she's terrified.
Okay, so swoops her up and takes the dash and runs as far as he can. So what would that be?
Another 55 feet.
Well, it's half, right, when you're carrying someone. So
How big is she?
She's fairly big. She's 14. She's
She human?
yeah, she's
She's
human.
also not resisting. It's not like a grapple.
Nope.
So
No, but when you're carrying someone, you don't have your full movement. So maybe you do, big guy, but Douglan, he's.
All right.
So I'd say about 30 feet-ish.
Okay. I will just put her beside you there. You are carrying her.
Yeah, and he just says, "Just stay behind me, lass. We'll get you out of here." That's Douglan's wonderful turn.
All right. That takes us to Lafferty.
All right. Lafferty would like to
Kill it.
bring out the sort of weird-looking hand that extends from his hand and creeps over to giant alligator 13 with the chill of the most touching. Get ready for the grave. And he is damaged, right? Right? So that should be no different. Never mind, that is...
pull the dead that does that.
Yeah, 1d8.
2d8, no?
Yeah, sorry, 2d8. Thank you.
Nice. Good roll.
He is going to float 10 feet. Well, I don't want to go above it. Can I just go here? Actually, no. Sorry. He's going to go 10 feet that way.
How long does your potion last for?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Nice.
He's going to float for the next 10 minutes.
Alrighty.
He's looking a little weird, though. Like, his hair's spiking up. Something's odd.
All right. Is that it for you, Lafferty?
Indeed.
All right. Sia Ezra is just hanging with Douglan. All right. Our giant alligator 5. Now, does he remain incapacitated this round until he gets back to you, right?
Yeah, at the end of my next turn.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So he is incapacitated.
the start of my next turn, right? But yeah.
Alligator 13, after Kogan's attack on it, spins around, attacking Kogan.
Bring it. This was my intention.
All right, first attack, biting attack, misses.
Yeah.
Kogaan steps aside like it's nothing. Then it's
Spin the flail.
tail attack on Kogaan. Hits.
Nice.
And your save.
Oh, sorry, that was against you. Sorry.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah,
Whose
Nice.
side,
Alligator.
whose side are you on?
I'm a nature lover. I'm sorry.
Oh, you failed. And you're knocked prone again.
There says.
That will take us back to the top of the order with Mr. Landis.
I would like to use my reaction to try to use the stone rune this time. The
All right.
rune for that alligator.
Yep.
Again,
All right.
he's like this, doing this. Did you want to get
Save
up?
against this wisdom guy. Nice.
Yes.
Fail.
So this guy's incapacitated indefinitely.
Sweet.
It has to make the wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
To snap out of it.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Outstanding.
All right, Landis.
Landis will. To
And you can attack, you can wail away on it. It doesn't matter.
is dispelling something an action?
Like, what do you mean dispelling something?
Oh,
Like
your own thing?
black pillar I'm standing on.
Yeah.
Its duration is until dispelled or destroyed.
No.
So would I be able to just cancel the spell without using my turn, or is
Yeah.
that a turn?
Yeah. Yeah. As far as I understand, you can dispel it, and
Like a free action.
so you would
As a free
basically drop the pillar would just
Back
go
down.
back into the ground, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I will do that. I will move to there. Yeah, I'll move to there. And then he turns and he raises his hands towards Alligator 13 and casts Burning Hands. Ooh. But instead of fire, it is cold blows upon this creature.
Sweet.
Just for the, fun sake of it.
Because you can.
Just because I can,
Because
I'm
he
doing it. So so it's a dexterity saving throw, but it's incapacitated. So does it automatically fail?
Doesn't.
It
Still,
doesn't.
Technically,
It,
no.
it can still protect itself. It's just
Okay.
unable, basically, to take anything that's an action or a reaction.
Okay, it failed anyway.
Yep. Ooh, nice.
Nice.
It's lovely.
You're rolling really good damage on your spells.
Yeah. We're very proud of you.
And that would end Landis's turn.
Alrighty. Kogaan.
All right, so Alligator 5 is no longer incapacitated as Kogaan wails away
Remember,
on
you're
giant.
prone. You got to get up.
Oh yeah, I will stand up.
Okay. I'll get
You
rid
might
of
want to
prone.
remove the prone effect.
Yep, I'm doing it right now.
Sorry, that was me. I
Second
forgot to
winding?
click the tab for my second wind, so yeah, I'm just cleaning up my space here. All right, I will unleash mighty flail upon this incapacitated creature. Right,
You connect once again.
come on, more than ones and twos, please. That's better. For the first hit, the second hit.
Ooh, that one's
Pretty good.
a nice one.
Nice.
Oh, nice damage again. That's better.
That is much better. And I will stay where I am.
All right.
Actually, maybe... No, I will stay where I am.
Seer Yanal is going to stay with Nightingale. She'll take the dodge action. Nightingale, what do you have?
Nightingale, he's got his whip kind of by his side, and he looks over at Alligator 13, and he begins to whisper. And these whispers grow in intensity, and they begin to surround this alligator's head, and he casts dissonant whispers on it. And it fails.
Love that.
So you whisper a dissonant melody. So he's like,
That
drives
sounds
this
dissonant.
alligator crazy. If it fails its save, it must move immediately using its reaction as far as its speed will allow from Nightingale.
So here's the weird thing, because it can't use reactions or actions because it's incapacitated.
Is it still incapacitated?
Yep.
So
Yeah, on
would
its
that
turn.
negate it?
They'll still take the damage, but it's up to the DM, I guess, to decide if it would. But technically, when it's incapacitated, it can't take actions or reactions, right? So
But is movement an action or a reaction?
it says in the spell, uses its reaction to move X amount of.
Right.
Oh, that was terrible
Right.
damage.
No, that's right. By the way it's worded, it would insinuate that it
A
can't
trigger, right?
take a reaction, so it can't move. Yep, I'm with you there.
It's up to you.
Ooh, wow, that's a lot of ones right there.
Pitiful.
No, that makes sense to me. If it takes a
can you-
reaction to move, then
Would you mind taking the grapple restrain effect off Nightingale?
yep.
And seeing as that, didn't do much to it, I will. Yeah, I'll just hold my ground there.
All right.
Douglan, get your butt up here. We gotta get out of here.
Douglan?
I'm literally holding Ezra. I'm gonna continue to. Oh man. I'm gonna go to right about here. Actually, I can only go about 15 with her. And then I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on her.
Cool.
And then I'm going to tell her, Lass, when I move, I want you to wait for me, and then you move with me. All right, Lass? So that way we run together. All right, I'm going to put you down. But when you come around, you run with me. All right? You hold off until I'm ready to go. You got it?
She's thinking to herself, what do you mean when I come around?
Well, you'll know when you come. Come on. Yeah, and that is his turn.
All right.
Nice move, buddy.
I'm trying to save the little princess.
Lafferty,
Oh, yeah, it's me. Hey,
it's you.
I'm gonna go. Could I gauge whether this alligator could reach me where I'm at?
In the
'Cause I wanna
air?
go
You're
right-
like 20
yeah.
feet in the air, aren't you?
30
Yeah,
feet
but
now.
I don't. Well, no, I've stayed 20.
Yeah,
I've just been moving.
there's no way it's going to get you 20 feet in the air.
Okay, so I got.
You're really not its concern right now with Kogaan all up in its face.
Okay, I just want to go right above it and basically shoot straight down one of my acid vials,
Okay.
acid bomb things. Damn it! Oh, it did.
Yeah, they're big. That's probably just its armor class, right? Oh, 13. Nice, decent.
Lafferty kind of kind of giggles a little bit weird. He's like,
Kogaan looks up. Are you okay?
Where did that come from?
and that is Lafferty's turn. He's just staring down as the acid just sort of creates a bigger gap into the hide, and he just sort of gets mesmerized by it.
All right. Ezra moves when Douglan moves.
I'm tired of carrying you, lass. Hold a muscle in my back.
Carrying your lass all over the place.
Back.
All right, so Alligator 5. I can't remember how he got incapacitated.
He's no longer incapacitated. That was the breath weapon one.
Power.
Right,
Started
that
my
was the
last
breath
turn.
weapon one. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Full power.
It is going to move in on Kogaan and attack.
Yeah, voice.
First attack.
Kogaan. Are you okay? Kogaan?
Nope.
Oh shit! It's all fun and games until the Dragonborn
Dragonborn
goes down.
drops.
Until the
Oh.
Kogaan goes down.
Son of a bitch.
All right. You can't really resist, so you're in its mouth, basically.
Am I too big though? Does it?
Oh, that's
says,
a really
like,
good point. Yeah.
medium or smaller creature.
It can't.
or
There's no way it can grapple
It's
something
just
your
gnawing
size.
on your head. Damn. Why didn't you say something?
I mean, our health bars are right on the screen, and our health
Okay,
is right
who's
in the
in
menu,
charge of their health?
right on the combat tracker.
All right. It
Listen,
can't
I'm playing this
reach
legit,
anything with its.
No metagaming here. Say you're hurt, buddy. All right.
Okay, so I did
Lafferty's gonna come out of his
5, 10,
void sweats
15.
and maybe heal you.
It's gonna go to there. And it can attack Landis with its tail.
Looks like I stay big even if I go unconscious, which is neat.
That is cool.
Just double checking that.
Oh,
Hits itself in the head, knocking itself unconscious.
it. All right, Landis. This thing took a swing at you with its tail.
I will cast Burning Hands on it. He kind of turns after he feels the wind and raises his hands again. You know what? Wait a minute. Wait a good dang minute.
Wait a minute.
Just a
Wait
good dang minute. All right, waiting a good,
Good
dang,
dang
minute.
minute. Oh yeah, why not? Why not? Landis raises his staff into the air, and the clouds begin to gather around as he calls lightning to his aid.
Ooh, and it's outdoor. Nice.
A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder, 10 feet tall and 60 feet radius, centered on a point that I can see within 100 feet directly in front of me. So it's over top of us. When you cast the spell, choose a point you can see within range. A bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud at that point. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw, or the creature takes 3d10 lightning damage on a save, or a fail, and half as much on a save. And then on each of my turns until the spell ends, which is 10 minutes of concentration, I can use my action to call down another bolt of lightning.
Nice. Wow.
Hells yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I'm going to throw this under magic item. Boop. So I will do the dexterity save for the alligator and then blast it with a bolt of lightning.
It fails.
You've been on fire, man. Everybody's failing your spells. It's awesome.
And he's been rolling good damage each time too.
Look at that.
So
I love Call
basically,
Lightning.
this
That's a sweet spell.
just so you guys know, I think it was a 60-foot radius cloud.
Yeah, it's a big storm.
It is huge. It is.
Was it
huge.
already stormy? When he cast it?
Murky.
It
Yeah, was
increases
it?
the damage. It increases the damage if it was already stormy.
It wasn't already stormy.
Okay.
Okay.
We
Check.
try. You know, you can't blame us for trying.
I never
It's
blame you
swamp.
for
You
trying.
never know what the weather's like.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Never blame you
swampy,
for trying.
stormy, swampy, kind of the
So
same.
it's like that. I think that's only 45. I'm sorry.
Jesus, yeah, it's covered.
Yeah, it's
It's the entire battle area.
So
pretty much. Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
Princess Ezra's shitting her panties. Right
And then Landis will move behind this alligator for cover.
The body, the carcass.
That should basically give me full cover.
There's a lot of alligator carcass there for sure. All
And
right,
that would be the end of Landis's turn.
Kogaan, your first death save.
Oh, it happens on
Holy
Oh,
shit!
great.
Oh,
Oh my god! Thank God there wasn't another alligator. I got you. I got you. Kogaan, don't worry. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Kogaan draws a lot of heat when he goes all big.
It's good, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's the fighter life.
Sirianol. Holding her position, Nightingale.
Nightingale hits Kogaan with a healing word.
You need to move slightly
You
closer.
sound disappointed.
Oh no, 60 feet, right? Yeah.
It's 60 feet. Yeah. You're well within range.
Yeah.
And that's my bonus action, healing word.
Nice. Ah.
Were you dreaming of Hanusiok?
And then I will, as an action, I'll move 15 feet to there. I'll whip this alligator across its chops. Hopefully I can distract it from sending Kogaan to his early grave.
What about your own early grave?
Ah,
What a giver.
oh no.
Oh no.
The
Oh
whip
no.
broke.
Oh, shit.
It's a magical whip.
It's a magical weapon. I don't think it breaks.
Yeah, it can't break.
Well,
It gets a kink in
Maybe
it for a little
short
while.
Circuit. Have it short circuit for like a
and then,
round.
Colin, I'll just move the 15 feet back to my space.
Okay.
So you, okay. There.
Perfect.
I run up, whip it, miss horribly, curl the whip around my waist, and as I'm running back, I'm untangling it from around myself. So if you could okay that movement, so I'm out of its attack range, that'd be wonderful.
Okay.
And that's Nightingale.
Douglan.
All right, so he tells Ezra to run to that spot that I indicated. Run, lass. And then telepathically, I don't care what Sirianel says, he tells his mount to meet
Excuse me.
right around here. Like, start heading this way.
Where
They
did
can-
you tell Ezra to
Oh.
run?
right? Oh, it's not showing up. I'll try to do it better.
I see it. The 5-foot mark below
Yeah.
the alligator 13 carcass.
Yeah, like right here, right there. Have her run as far, whatever her dash takes her, and then
Oh, she'll have to do that on her turn.
yeah. But tell him. Well, no, she held her.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then he has a mental connection with his mount. So when it's their turn, he's going to tell the mount, regardless of what Syrianel says, to kind of head like that way on their turn, like right
Intercept
around.
Ezra.
Yeah, exactly. To kind of get her and then get her on the horse. And Douglan is making a beeline towards this alligator, screaming.
What am I doing? Ah! Is that what he's screaming?
He's saying, "Get away, shoo!" All right. May I attack, pretty please? First attack.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And since
Nice,
his buddy
Douglan.
just got dropped, he is going to put a little stink on this one.
Might as well.
Especially with this when you get a crit, right?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Oh!
He just comes running over and like above his head, just
Paladin Nova. So what do I get? Half?
Chops its tail off.
second attack.
How does the inspiring smite work?
I just did a regular smite.
Oh, regular smite.
I
Sorry.
Yeah. It was a regular smite. The other one's you're all right. I'm here now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. Gonna be okay.
Nice.
Nice.
And then his little second nub attack.
Yeah. Go nubbin.
Yeah.
Oh.
That looked close.
All right.
It's still doing +6 on the nubbin. It's really weird.
It's
All good.
supposed to.
No, because you
You
remember
don't
you're in
damage.
defensive.
It'd only be
+4 'cause
+3.
+4.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Oh no.
Remember, because you're in defensive stance, so
The
-2 to
the
your attack
halberd
roll.
did +4, then plus.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you're
that's
right.
damage.
You're right.
Plus
It's
4.
not engaging the thing. You're right.
Yeah. Anyways, whatever.
Yeah. His halberd does random damage.
Yeah.
Or attack bonuses
Random attack.
constantly.
Yep.
All right, is that it
that's-
for you, Douglan?
It is.
All right, Lafferty.
All right. So Lafferty is going to slowly float over here. He's going to look down and he's going to be like, Kogaan, are you okay? And he's going to
Pop up blood.
shoot a healing dart right on the top of his head.
There's just
Also-
massive puncture wounds, like in Kogan's like maw, like his muzzle and like around his neck and stuff like that from this alligator just chomping on him.
Also known as healing word. That is his.
Oh, kill the alligator!
Yeah, no, I'm going to. That was my what they like to call a bonus action.
Oh.
And now for my action, he's going to get out another vial because he liked how much that looked, and he's going to shoot at this ugly alligator. There's that 17. All right.
Let's do 1 damage. Nice.
Dead.
He stares a little too long at that acid, just making the hole in the flesh.
The swamp creatures don't seem to be popping up anywhere.
Douglan's like, that green lady disappeared. She's probably still around.
We have Ezra. That's all that matters.
Blood gurgling
Yeah.
out of your mouth.
He's like,
All right.
I will, if I may, chug a healing potion.
You may.
Hang on to it. Let me get you with the rod of healing.
If you wish. I just worried about the hag popping up and like.
Nightingale will, if we're out of combat, I will head over and heal Kogaan.
We are out of combat.
Don't want to get ambushed and slaughtered.
Then let me see what I shall do. I shall use, let's do a biggie. I will do a cure wounds at a level 4.
Damn.
Look, Nightingale.
Ooh, nice.
You don't look good for yourself.
Wounds start to close, leave some scars behind.
Douglan's gonna go over to Nightingale and kind of put his hand on his shoulder and just say, "Can you heal this fool, please?" And he's gonna give you from his healing hand. How about 10 points? How's that for you? Is that okay?
I'll take it.
You're gonna have to manually do it, otherwise, because this just does that all or nothing. So
Yeah.
Done. I'll give myself a. Well, no, I won't waste anymore. That's good.
Douglan's gonna help Ezra onto the mount. I assume that he could handle both of the ladies.
And Landis is going to keep this cloud as long as while everybody's doing this, he's keeping this cloud up. So if anything pops its ugly little gatorish or haggish head up, he's blasting it.
So,
Yep.
as the battle sort of subsides, Ezra kind of yells to Seer Yanol. She yells, "Yen, it's gone. I've got to go back." And she takes off running like a bat out of hell back and disappears into the house.
What now?
Would
Shit.
Nightingale be able to chase after her?
Yep.
He will. As she runs by, he'll run after
And
her.
Douglan too. She's
Yeah.
still sanctuaried.
Yep.
Kogaan will run after her as well.
Okay.
That silly girl.
You all.
Oh, silly girl.
You all. She stops at the doorway, with all of you in hot pursuit, and she says, "You need to stop worrying. It ran away already."
Are you sure?
And Douglan's like,
I guess
okay.
she can see auras, so she would know.
Why were you here in the first place, Lass?
She doesn't answer. She turns, opens the door, and disappears inside the house.
Douglan's following her right in.
All right. She walks across the room. The inside is it's very rough. The upkeep on this place has been very minimal. But she walks across the room and there is a bag hanging on the wall. And she goes over, she picks this bag off the wall, and she comes back over to Douglan, and she hands the bag to Douglan, and she says, "You'll want to take that."
Okay. And I'll want to be taking you, so let's go.
She heads out the door ahead of you.
Can I look in the room and just do a?
Well, Nightingale's going to go do a quick search of the place.
Okay. I'll escort Ezra, this lovely little princess, back out to Syria now.
All right.
Douglan's having flashbacks to his teenage daughters. Just like.
Okay, give it. Nightingale, give us an investigation check. The place is it's very what this looks like. It was originally a proper building of some sort that's run down was massively run down. The upkeep on it is very minimal. There is, there's a fireplace inside. It's got a little fire, some frog stew boiling on the fire. The rest of the place, there are spell components, and there is food stuff and a table and a bed, but everything is very, very rough, very minimal. You don't find anything else of interest, although Nightingale, that bag that Ezra handed Douglan catches your eye.
Okay.
While this is going on, Lafferty is stripping as much of the hide as he can.
Okay.
He's yanking out glands and all sorts of things. He's a mess.
Typical Lafferty stuff. Oh, it's the new Flint of the group.
Yeah, he's harvesting.
As we're headed back, Nightingale's going to try to peek in that bag, see what's in there.
If I notice, I'm going to hand him the bag. If Douglan notices,
Nightingale is, obviously coming over to see what this bag is all about.
Nightingale, she said I needed this. I'm not quite sure why. Have a look.
Nightingale, give me an Arcana check.
Wow. Wow.
8.
All right.
It bites my head off. Dang it.
You're not 100% sure, but the bag looks like it's of a magical nature, but you're not 100% sure.
He'll as they're kind of headed back, he'll call Landis. Landis, you should have a look at this. How are you feeling, Kogaan? You're good?
I am doing well, but I would like to get out of this swamp.
Agreed.
Thank you for the healings.
When we kind of get back together, Nightingale will show the bag to Landis so he can have a look at it.
We can look at this back in the safety of...
As we walk, he can have a look at it. For sure.
Yep.
Okay, Landis, give us an Arcana check. Landis, you immediately recognize this is a bag of holding.
Snap.
Nice. Wonder what's inside of it.
Just fold it out inside open and then it'll pop out.
Yeah, we'll do that back at the house of
back at the camp.
The
Like
Wicker
eyes of
Moons.
Newt,
Yeah, I don't want anything
frog
gross.
tongues, things like that.
Nice.
You make your way back along the road that you entered the swamp. Ezra riding with Seer Yenol. And you arrive back at the farm. And it is sort of early evening as you make your way back to the farm. And that's where we'll stop for tonight. As you arrive...
I didn't even get to look in the... I'm going to dump it out before that happens.
Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. And that way, then we can deal with the bag and dish it out before we call it a night.
Ooh, dish it out.
It is a bag of holding. In emptying the bag, you find this pouch with these strange 6 large black, they look like sort of rocks, marbles in them. There is a large sum of coins, and then a potion, and then 3 bags that contain various gems, diamonds, emeralds, and rubies.
Wow.
Wow.
Are any of the other items magical in nature?
I cast detect magic.
You cast
I
detect
don't.
magic?
I'm just joking.
I'm like, you can cast detect magic? I missed
No.
that.
Anything those runes can't do.
Only any one of my brothers or sisters were here.
All right. Landis or Nightingale, whoever's inspecting this stuff, give me another Arcana check.
Kogaan also hasn't training in Arcana.
Okay, you can give me one as
Yeah.
well if you'd like.
Me too. And on the potion, I would have advantage.
Okay.
19.
Landis, the potion you believe is a potion of vitality.
Ooh.
The okay, Kogaan. You said
In the sound effects, there's like a lizard lick tongue, and it went off in my ear.
Oh.
It got me. It got me.
And the small black spheres you recognize to be beads of force.
Ooh.
Wow.
Sweetkins.
Not to be mistaken for. Never mind.
They're just beads of force.
I'll do that off air.
All right, let's dish this out here.
Oh, Lafferty, with the
Yes.
bead of force and the catapult cantrip, is that a lethal combination?
Who's asking? Is this Landis or
Landis.
Landis, as you know, a catapult it's a spell, not a cantrip. But yes, it would be very, very lethal because not only do you have the impact of the bead itself, but the velocity created by the catapult creates additional damage. So yes, they would combine for quite a big hit. Yes, indeed.
The beads of force also engulf the person they hit inside a
Wild.
sphere. All right, bag of holding is going to who?
Seems like a Landis thing.
Yeah, you
Landis?
think you should have it? Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Landis would get a.
The
You're the one
beads,
so
the
magically
beads of
knowledgeable.
force are going to Lafferty, I assume, with his catapult feature.
Sure. I mean, there's 6. We can
We can dish them out later. Kogaan,
Yeah.
take that potion of vitality.
for sure.
Sure.
That'd be totally.
Okay. We got 4 diamonds, 2 emeralds, 11 rubies, and then the small pouches.
If Landis could have the diamonds, they're a pretty common spell component.
Okay.
For higher end spells.
Emeralds.
I mean, Lafferty won't say no to some of that.
Yeah, okay. And then the rubies, we can give to Douglan and Kogaan. You can
I
split
do
those
not
up.
need any jewels.
No?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need any.
Okay, Nightingale will take the rubies.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to cash them all for...
Yeah,
Okay, and I'm going to give you the pouches, Nightingale.
sure.
Okay, there was 58 platinum, 140 gold, 70 silver, 36 copper.
Wow.
I will
Great.
dish this out.
It's like Christmas, everybody. It's Christmas.
We can afford to eat.
All right, you each get 7 copper, 14 silver, 11 platinum, and 28 gold from that.
Oh, and a bag of holding. Oh, my word.
And a bag of holding.
Saves me from having to infuse one.
All right, any last questions, comments, concerns before we sign out for the night?
Nope.
Gentlemen?
Thanks for watching, fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I should see if they are chatting.
He messaged me. He's like, "It's so lonely without Barry in the chat."
All right, we will, with that, we'll sign out for the night. Thanks very much, guys, and we'll do this again in 2 weeks.
Sounds
Thank
great.
you.
All right.
Thank you.
Tune in to the next Tavern Talk, Tuesday.
Tuesdays.
All right, and we're out.